Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have a great time again. I noticed in the text in the chat people are a rush, where are you? And the other person says, oh, stay sister, don't leave, he will be here soon. My friend, you stay, you don't stay, who care? We are not here working for you as a restaurant waitress or waiter. People who they are looking for the truth, if they don't have a patient to stay for a minute or two or three or five, they have no patient to wait for Christ. So we don't care who stay, we don't care who leave, we don't care who believe, we don't care who don't believe, for it is your salvation, not mine. For us, we care to share the truth, and the truth will set you free. So if you are an idiot, you are an idiot. Oh, I cannot make you not an idiot. This is your choice. And people in life, they make a choice. And you make your own. So today we have in front of us a bunch of Abdul, and they are speaking supposedly to a Christian. And as usual, the Muslims are very well trained to attack Christianity, because this is what Islam is about. From the beginning, from the first day Muhammad of his life, he's attacking the Christians because those are the ones who get him busted. So they come to a Christian who knows nothing really about Islam, and he did not even know anything about the Bible. Like this idiot here, who supposedly is a Christian, they ask him, Jesus, he spoke in Aramaic, and then he said to them, yeah, we don't have a Bible in Aramaic. And supposedly he's smart. Yes, we have the Bible in Aramaic, you idiot. And not only that, not only in the New Testament, even in the Old Testament. So, this is what happened when what Muslim they do. They go and they walk in the street and they speak to a bunch of ignorant, and they only capture the one who look like a fool. If somebody is smart, he busts them, they will not pause the video. So the first thing you do when you encounter a Abdul, you turn your camera to, and you will see right away how they will stay away from you, because they knew you are recording. Why? You are going to use it, right? And they don't want that. They want only them to record you so they can use you as ignorant. Now, as usual, we are going to go live in Skype, and anyone would like to call us is free to call. And if the Muslims can really, they can prove what they say, their point that they knew more about Christianity from Christians. Well, we are here. I like to hear the Muslims tell me how they knew and what they knew about Christianity. As I know, like in this question here, the Abdul, he said to him, there is a human, they are tampering in the Bible. But if a Christian, he have little education, he will know, he will say to them, but isn't it according to Islam, the Bible is the book of Allah? So how you can temper the book of Allah? That alone is enough to prove that your God cannot be God. Especially the city Allah, Aka Muhammad, in the Quran he said, La mubaddila li kalimatullah. Nobody can exchange the word of Allah. Nobody can play with the word of Allah. So when a Muslim, he go around speaking about changing the Bible, any Christian have little education, little tiny. When you go in the street and you are willing to argue and debate with people, either you are educated or you are a donkey. So if you are a donkey, why you go in the street? How a donkey can bring people to Jesus? You are a donkey yourself. I know my language is harsh, but this is how I can describe those who have no education in Christianity and yet they claim to be Christians. So the Muslim, they knew nothing about Christianity. Zero. And we will prove it today. And any Muslim can contact us and we will see. But if we go in the Quran, we will see that Allah, Aka Muhammad, he claimed that the Injil, which is the Greek word, the Greek book of the gospel, and this is telling you that Muhammad, you do not know what Christianity is about. In one hand, the Muslim, in the same video, they were saying that Jesus speak Aramaic, and then their stupid book says that Jesus, he speak Greek. In fact, he never spoke any language except Greek, according to Quran. It's in front of you. This is the word Injil, and you can go check out what the word Injil is about, where it's coming from. This is the Injil, all over the Quran. All those verses mention Injil, Injil, Injil. But the most important thing is, to make it simple, chapter 3, verse number 3, chapter 3, verse number 48 says that Allah, He sent the book, which is the Quran, confirming the Injil, which between our hands. And you see, the Muslims in the translation, they lie. As an example here, they say, confirming what went before it. That is a big fat lie. And the funny is, in the same video, this Abdul was saying to the Christians, you know, there is a lot of meaning is lost in the translation. Look who is talking. He was speaking, you know, against the Bible, saying a lot of meaning can be lost in translation. By the way, this is kind, I mean, it's true. I mean, translation will never give an exact perfect unless the guy who is translating is like really so powerful in both languages. But here an example of how the Muslim, they temper their book in purpose. Because when the Quran says between his hands in Arabic, and then you look in the translation one by one, you will not find any of them saying between his hands. None. Baina being mean between, yadayhi, his hands. So how between his hands become what went before it? I mean, even even the words are close to each other. Do you think this is happening by mistake? No, they do it in purpose. Because how they can attack the Bible now if the Quran is being stupid, saying confirming the book between our hands? Do you understand why you change it? How the stupid Quran says confirming what is between physically hands, not in their head, not in their heart. We are talking about a physical book. And the Muslims, they will target always the ignorant one of you. For ignorant is easy hunt. You know, the game of the wolf and the sheep. You see, the Lord, He says, you will be like sheep, but He did not mean literally you will be a sheep. Sheep is about being honest. You don't have evil in your heart. You are not going to prey on others. You don't pray. But He never said you will be stupid. He never said I will send you to be stupid between mankind. And now if we ask the Muslims, and you know, before I come like online, you will see many Muslim posting in the chat, like one of them, his name is Baal. I mean, you choose the perfect name for yourself. Your God Allah, He compete Himself with Baal. And this is telling me who is Allah. I mean, what kind of God He compete with the pagan God? He says, I am better than Baal. If we copy this, just to show you how the Muslim, they temper their own book, which is, now we have, by the way, no Muslim have the Quran. So the Muslim, they keep saying to you, we have the Quran, memorize the Quran. That is a big fat lie. There's many versions of the Quran, not translation. Remember, there's like a Muslim will say to you, the version of King James Version. But this is just a translation. This is not the original book. The Quran itself, the Muslim, they have tons of them in Arabic, not translation. And there's many versions of it, not translation. And all of them, none of them is original. Not even one. And if there's a Muhammad and he can prove me wrong, I will be happy to hear it. My Skype is open. Let us copy this in the front of your eyes, just to show you how they lie. You know, one of the comments always we say about Islam, without lies, Islam dies. It's true. Let me paste the sentence as it is in front of you. Do you see it? What the translation is? Between his hands. In his hands. This is just a stupid Google translation. So why in the Muslim Quran translation they don't say that? Somebody's saying they are forced to lie. No, my friend, nobody is forcing them to lie. That is not a good statement. Muslims are not forced to lie. Muslims, they choose to lie because Islam itself is based on deception. Isn't it? Allah is the best of deceivers. They are not forced to lie. Why you say so? You know, actually, when you say they are forced to lie, that means they are victims. It's not, you know, we force, or somebody force us. No. This is Islam. This is the cheese of Islam. Lying is the cheese of Islam. An honest Muslim cannot be found unless between Taliban or the pimp house of Andrew Tate, who said only Muslims are Taliban. He was honest. You know, when the Muslims are in a Muslim land, and they are the one in control, they say, yeah, the Prophet says kill you all. Yeah, what you can do about it? So they are not forced to lie in the West. No, they choose to lie because they are cowards. Taqiyya, it's called Taqiyya, chapter 3, verse number 28. So this is not because they are forced. This is because they are following a false God, false prophet. Now, who is a Muslim can tell me why all Muslim translation did not say between his hands? Who is the one is tempering the book of Allah? Why the book of Allah in Arabic says between his hands, and the Muslim translation we cannot find between his hands? Anyone? My Skype is open. Let us see how much the Muhammadan they knew about Christianity, and let us see why we laugh at Islam. Any Muslim want to volunteer to show us that you Muslims know anything about Christianity? Huh? Any Muslim have the courage to share with us what Muslims knows about Christianity? You know nothing. You don't even know what Allah mean. You don't know even what this guy Isa mean. According to Islam, Isa is the cousin. He is the nephew of Aaron. And his mother, she is the daughter of Amran, which is the father of Moses. According to Muslims, Jesus, his language is Aramaic, but he was sent to the Jews. He was sent to the Jews, but he is speaking only Aramaic. Jesus speaks many languages. Muhammad don't even speak his own. That's why the Quran is messed up. And even the Muslim, they say Muhammad cannot even read and write, which is really more stupid statement to prove to me that he's a prophet. So the God who chose an ignorant idiot to teach us. You know, like I saw in the news that Kim Kardashian, she gave a lecturer in Harvard University. I mean, this is what the world is today. A pimp like Andrew Tate, he opened a university. Kim Kardashian, I know you know who is she, you know. I mean, you don't need my introduction. She is doing a lecturer in Harvard University. And who is next? Who is the highest education in the world? Prophet Muhammad, who cannot read his name. I mean, this is the world we are living in today. Literally. I mean, have you ever heard of somebody who don't have high school, he opened university? And millions of people join to learn from him how to be a pimp. And this is Muhammad. He will teach you how to be a pimp. Prove me wrong. Actually, he have a chapter about it in the Quran, speaking about it's legal to be a pimp in Islam. Just do it according to regulation. Jason, you know, I like it when the Muslim they use like non-Muslim names. So the Abdul Muhammad, now his name is Jason. Okay. Hey Jason, how are you? Okay, why you don't call me and tell me what the words mean, and we will open the dictionary. Look, this Muhammadan, this Muhammad, he said, Christian Prince, using Google Translation is complete fallacy. That is like using Google Translation to translate from English to Arabic to pick up someone's brain. That's deep. As long this is a fallacy, what about you call me? Get me busted. I have 100,000 something subscribers. You will get me busted in the front of them, and then you can download the video, my brother, and you can post it in your channel and get me busted. What say you? Golden offer. Hey Muhammadan, are you there? What's up? Who wanna call me live on air and get me busted that what I showed in Google Translation is a false translation? In fact, yes, it's not accurate because it says bayna yadayhi. In Google it says in his hand. Bayna mean between. Yadayhi, his hands. All classical Arabic dictionaries confirm the translation in the Quran its mean was before it. What about you call me and show me? This is my challenge for you to show me the dictionary. It translating this as you said. Is that fair, people? So either you are making a diarrhea poo-poo and you have the fan is on next to your bum, and now the poo-poo is all over your ceiling, your window, your wife, your kids, or you be a man and you call me and make that challenge happen. Can you? What is making you hesitating from proving your point? It's just a dictionary. As you said, we open dictionary live on air, me and you. I mean, guys, this is not a chemistry. Huh? It's a dictionary. I will open the dictionary, right? And not only that, I will not. You tell me the name of the dictionary and I will open it. Do you dare? Or it was just a diarrhea like your prophet when he received the chapter of Al-Fatiha. He was doing poo-poo and the angel could not wait until he finished it, and then he said to him, "Oh Muhammad," and Muhammad he flee and his pant between his legs. So are you going to do the same? Open up Lens Exxon. This is not an Arabic dictionary, you idiot. Arabic dictionary is Arabic dictionary. This is the English dictionary. Anyway, you know what? Call me and open whatever you want. Okay, you know what? I am going to do this. I'm going to copy the word yadayhi in front of us as it is. What do you think, guys? That's a good idea. And I will paste in the search engine. And let us see how the word appear in the Quran. If Jason Muhammad, you know, the Arab boy who don't speak Arabic and want to teach me Arabic, if he is telling the truth, then we will see. It says, you know, what went before it. Okay. Yadayhi. All right. بين يديها. This is for female, so we make it ha. For male, he, but it's the same word. Chapter 2, verse number 66. Okay. All right. Even here, actually, the word is gone. Look, I mean, but what kind of translation? It says بين يديها. In translation here, it says what? So we made this punishment example of their own succeeding generation, and listen to those who the word hands is gone at all. I mean, the whole thing is not there. Let us see different translation. Just this is Hilali Khan. Let us see Arbery, Muhammad Arbery, peace be upon him. Okay, Arbery, how are you? Let us arbor with us. I think this guy from Pakistan. Oh, look at this. And we made punishment exemplary for the former times. What the heck? What the word? Where is the word hands? It's gone. Let us see the front word, Arbery. Okay, let us see. Hamza Raza Khan. Even the names are weird. So made in this incident of the town, warning surrounding town. What the heck is that? They changed the word, but we can copy the word and put in the dictionary, and right away we'll see what we're meaning. You see, this is how you temper the book. Let us continue. فويل للذين يكتبون الكتاب بأيديهم. Okay, their hands. Let us see. Maybe here we will hit the jackpot. Okay. Ooh, we have hands here. What the heck? They write the book with their hands. That the Muslims, because the Muslim, they wrote the book by their hands. It's not even by the hand of Muhammad, and not even in the time of Muhammad. And even the Muslims is the first one who burned the Quran. But do you see what they, you know, their hands? You see it, the same word. It's in front of us. بأيديهم, which mean by. أيديهم, there are many people, their hands. Let us see different word. Chapter 2, verse number 95. Chapter this is chapter 297 is saying that مصدقا لما بين يديه, again believing in what is between his hands. But for sure the Muslims will take it and will change it, because that will destroy Islam. Look, they say confirming what came before it, and the word hands is not there. You know, there is let me see. I will open an Islamic dictionary. By the way, until now, Zero Abdul, he dared to challenge us, as you see. So this is Al-Ma'ani. This is Islamic dictionary. This is Arabic dictionary, Islamic dictionary. All right. I will post it for you. You can try the same, and you can copy the word from the Quran, and you can, you know, paste here. What do you think? So let us copy from the Quran. Actually, we copy it already. We have it in the board already. There we go. Right. So we have it copied. Be my witness. All right. And now we click at search. Look at the Muslim translation. This is the Muslim. They say Quran. They translate it as before him. Before it, his hands. It is hands. So they try to lie. They say it's translated this way, but look, they could not resist the truth. بين يديه. It is hands. Quran, Quran, Quran. So how the same word translated here before it, but the same word here, it is his hands? Because you are a bunch of liars. You go down with him, بين يديه, in his hands, بين يديه, in his position, in his presence, under his control. Look, see it. You see it? You claim Jesus will tell me what is my favorite color? My friend, we do not need Jesus to tell you what is your favorite color. You like camel urine, so it is yellow. Why we need Jesus for this? Aren't you a Muslim? Everybody knows your favorite color. Camel urine. In the best scenario, let us say you are pregnant and you are going to have a baby. You mix it with ajwa and honey. So what is the question is that? What the favorite color for a Muslim? Green. Allah will make you dress green. Your orgasm is a green, and you will be green. And Allah, no, you will be white. Sorry. He will make you a tall, 6th floor tall, brother. Actually, no, in the heaven, you will be 90 mile tall, and your wife, she will be 30 mile. Man, but you are just 2 feet wide, by the way. I mean, you will look like a worm, literally, like a long worm. So a Muslim now is giving me a question, which is supposedly, but do you see, my friend, anyone who speaks little Arabic, he knew that this is what it meant. Between his hands, the second you say between his hands, literally mean between his hands. You can say, okay, in his position, but it's the same, between his hands. But the Arabic word, yadayhi, mean hands. Hands. Do we have any Muhammadan here? He have the courage and the knowledge to get us busted. Anyone? You know, we are talking about Jesus who walk in water, who control the storms, who make the blind see, and the Abdul saying to me, can Jesus tell me what is my color? Well, ask your stupid Quran. Your stupid Quran says, yes, Jesus can tell you what you ate, which means what is in your stomach and what in your belly. But this is your stupid Quran. Do we have any Muhammadan is a serious, successful Muslim? Have a career? So we can end your career? Who is going to call me and end my career? What do you know about Jesus? Nothing. Zero. Nada. Let us see. We have somebody. The only one who call us about Islam usually is someone who deny what the Quran interpretation says. Like a Muslim, he want to translate as he wish. He want to explain as he wish. It's a metaphorical, So the sunset America worker, it is as it is. Okay, the Quran means as it is. What the heck? The Quran says as it is. That's deep. I mean, who can come with such an answer except as it is Muhammadan? As it is. Do we have any Muhammadan? Like yesterday, the Muhammadan 2 days ago, we have the Muhammadan. We asked him about this verse. He said, no, the verse in the Quran, it says, okay, he found it sitting in a spring of murky water. He mean as it is, like they have, and they say that we keep the Quran as it is. And now they are adding the whole sentence to the Quran to duct tape the stupidity of Muhammad, who is copying a legend about the sun getting her heat from a boiling water. And you will notice that this water is murky. This is a volcano water. So the stupid Muhammad, you think, this is what the legions say, that the sun every day go and take a bath in this murky water and get like heated again and come back. Do we have any Muhammadan? What do you know about Christianity? Your God do not even know what the Trinity is. Your God, he think the Trinity. Actually, if you read about what Allah he said about Jesus, you will die laughing. As an example, not necessarily, not limited. Just to show you how stupid this religion is. Where is the heroes? They are in the street. Call me. Huh? Just call me. What you will lose, you will win. Allah is in your side. All right. Look, the stupid Muhammad in chapter 5 verse number 17 says, "In blasphemy indeed are those who say that Allah is the Christ." You see, if you ask the Muslim, they say to you, okay, what he meant here, that Allah is the Christ, Allah is the Christ. You cannot say that. Okay, hold on. First of all, we don't believe in Allah. Now you will say, I know. Oh, the Arab Christian in the Middle East, they use the word Allah, even in their Bible, this is a false translation. And this is after 1400 years of ISIS occupation. But we cannot find the word Allah anywhere in the Bible. And here when the Quran says that the Christian believe that the Messiah is Allah, made a big poo-poo. Forget about Allah. If the Quran is saying that we believe in Trinity, Allah and the Messiah, and Mary, by the way, Mary is number 3. So if the Christian believe that the Messiah is Allah, who is number 2 and who is number 3? Any Muhammadan can help me? Who is number 2 and who is number 3? I have seen that the word God in Aramaic, Allah, that's false. You are ignorant, my friend. The old are first of all, we have to say that the word Allah is coming from the Aramaic people when they used to worship the people of Abraham. They worship the god, the moon god. So if you go in the Quran, and we will go to what you just said, you will see this. Abraham, he worshipped, according to the Quran, he worshipped the moon, the stars, and the sun. When he saw the sun, he called it Akbar. What the Muslim believe, Allahu Akbar. There's two God. In Arabic mean and, not Allah is Akbar. Muslim, they don't say Allah Akbar. They say Allahu Akbar. When he saw the sun rising in splendor, he said, "This is my Lord, this is Akbar," not a greater. That's false translation. That is the sun god. So Muhammad, he unite, this is what Tawheed is, unite between the moon god and the sun god. Now we go to the word Allah. Just to show you that you are an ignorant. In, many times we mention that the word Al in the Aramaic language is a word meaning God. Let us open our Tiber. And we can prove that actually even from the Quran. If we go to chapter 1, verse number 1, as you see it here, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and verse number 2, you will see that Allah here is not the same as Allah here. There's no Allah here. This is Lillah. What happened? You cannot take letters from names. You cannot. Christ is a Christ. You cannot take Christ. You cannot take the first and second letters. You cannot. Hello?
Christian Prince.
For some reason we lost connection totally. Am I heard? Let me know please if you hear me very well. Yeah. All right. Maybe we have, I don't know, too much pressure in the connection, maybe. It is. It is. Am I heard now? All right. Let us call our friend who called us before we lose our connection.
Chris Prince.
Hey, my friend, how are you? Sorry, I lost my
Uh,
connection.
no, I'm all right. How are you?
I'm all right. So, what do you want to say to us? Do you see the topic? I heard that the Muslims they know more about Christ than Christians.
Without any doubt, we
But
know
tell me
Isa
about Christ. Okay, tell me about him as a Muslim. Go ahead.
alayhi salam.
Who's Isa?
You guys. Okay, can I just explain? You just
Yeah, but you
you
know,
just
okay, well,
can't
you see,
explain.
but I
You
said,
see, this
I
is
said to
your
you,
problem.
okay, hold on. I said to you, speak to me about Yeshua, and you say to me Isa. So it's not normal
Okay,
thing
okay,
because the purpose is what is to know what you Muslim know about Christianity, right? So who is Isa?
okay. Can
Go
I
ahead.
speak?
Who is Isa?
Can I speak?
Who is Isa?
Okay, okay. So let's talk now, please.
Go ahead.
Isa alayhi salam.
Hmm.
Yeah, you guys call Jesus, Christians call Jesus or Yeshu.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
without any doubt, was a Muslim. Just
Hmm.
look at the beliefs and the doctrines
Hmm.
that Isa alayhi salam preached. It's nothing but Islam.
Hmm.
Nothing but Islam. Look at the Bible itself. It's against the core tenet beliefs of
Hmm.
Christianity. The
Hmm.
Bible itself
Hmm.
disproves
But until now, you
Christianity.
did not tell me what you know about Christianity. You're just telling me, look at Islam, look at
This
etc.
one coming. This one coming. Isa alayhi salam said, "My God and your God, my Lord and your Lord." Isa
What is the
alayhi salam
name?
prayed.
What is the name of the God of the one mentioned in the Bible? When Jesus he said, "My God and your God," Jesus speaking about the
Allah.
Father. He says, "My Father." He is that God he's talking about, correct? My Father.
It says also your Father. Remember,
Exactly.
my Father,
Okay, no
your Father,
problem.
which means
So, do you
God.
Muslim believe that the God of the Christian and the Jews is your Father?
For us, it's not there, but metaphorically
No,
again.
Don't tell me metaphorically. Then give me the answer. Either yes or no.
We don't call Allah Father.
But
we call Allah.
So? Is it okay to consider him to call him like? Is it okay to say Allah is our Father metaphorically?
Yes, it's okay. Yeah, metaphorically.
Okay, let me ask you. When the Christian they say Elohim is our Father, they wouldn't mean that they are not a human.
Well, I've just you yourself said it already. It's metaphorically. I've said it to you.
Okay,
Do you
thank
literally
you.
believe that
So
God is our Father?
only stupid people will think about it, not metaphorically, correct?
So, but do you believe God is
No,
our
I'm
Father?
asking you. We have a conversation, don't you know? So only stupid people will think that if I say my father, it is if he think it's not metaphorically, if he think I'm claiming to be God, not a human, then that is a stupid person, correct?
Look, why does it say in the Bible?
Why you don't answer? Why don't answer? You just said yes, it's metaphorically, and now you don't want to talk about it. So I'm asking you, make it clear.
I've told you already. It's metaphorically.
Okay, so if somebody he don't believe in it metaphorically, is he stupid?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
If someone believes it,
okay,
if someone
thank
believes
you.
it physically, if someone believes Allah is our Father
okay,
physically,
thank you. Hold on. There is no need for a story. This is your Quran. Your Quran is the stupid God who think that when the Christian they say we are the children of Allah, he think that we are claiming to be gods and we are claiming not to be human. And you are the one who just agreed that the one who think in such a way, that the Christian they meant it in such a way, is a stupid. Chapter 5, verse number 18. Read it.
The place I'm at. Can you read it out for me, please?
I cannot read for you. I'm illiterate like Muhammad.
But the Quran.
Open your phone. No excuse. You see, Skype. You can exit the. You can stay in the call, and you are using the phone. No problem. Open chapter 5, verse 18. Skype allow you to exit the page, still talking to me, and still you can read.
What does it say on it?
I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. It says exactly what you said. The one who think that we believe when we say that God is the Father, he believe that we are claiming to be not a human. He is a stupid, and that is your God. That's why we say Islam is made by a stupid, and Islam have nothing to do with Christianity, and you do not know anything about Christianity. Read it.
Where does it say that there's a Trinity in the Christian belief.
Don't
in the Old
change. You
Testament,
see,
it's nowhere
guys,
to be found.
you see how they fast, they change in the speed of light. In the speed of light. He don't want to read the verse no more. He just said, he just admitted that his God is a stupid. And now, where it says, you can do those things with David Wood, not with me. Okay? Those things you can change topic as you
Why
wish.
don't you answer?
No,
Why don't you
no,
answer?
we just gave you the question and you answer already, and you said the one who think this way is stupid. Yes, and that is your God, the Quran in front of you, and you're trying to escape the embarrassment. You just called your God Mr. Bean.
Well, Allah already said he hasn't got a son.
This is not the question. Don't change the topic. I'm telling you, are talking to Christian Prince. I grab you from your tail until you finish it. You cannot escape. So now, are you willing to read what you called your God as a stupid, proving that God of Islam is a stupid person, do not know what the Christian believe, and then they never meant that when they say our Father, they meant that they are not a human? Answer the verse in front of you.
You know, when Christians always say God is our Father, they actually literally mean it that way. Christians.
You are a big fat liar.
No, it's true. You know,
you are a big fat liar.
You say you're the children of Allah.
You are a big fat liar. And secondly, you stupid. You are the one who just said no. It's metaphorically. I asked you. Listen how stupid you are. Listen how you are a hypocrite you are. I asked you, do you think that the Christian, when they say God is our Father, they meant it to be his sons and they are not a human? You said no. It's metaphorically. I asked about the Christian what they believe, and you said to me, no, it's recorded. And now you are saying, no, we meant it in that way. I mean, this is how you change your tail direction. The tail now was in your ass a second ago, now it's in your mouth. So now, everybody is laughing. Everybody will copy this video, and we'll see how and why we laugh at Muhammadan and at Muhammad. So now you're a stupid God. He think that when the Christian, they say, our Father, he claimed that we are claiming not to be human. And the verse in front of you, read it. You are laughing at your God, aren't you?
Christian Prince, honestly, man. You're Christian Prince. Do you really believe Isa, Jesus?
Why you don't want to read the verse? You tell me, what is this? What is your secret? What is your secret? Why you don't want to read?
The place I'm at, I can't.
You cannot read the verse. You can call me to talk about Allah, but you cannot. Why you cannot read the verse? Tell me why.
Read it out for me, then, please.
No, you read it. No, you read it. You are lying. You don't want to read it because I want to see people hear you from your own translation. How embarrassing, how stupid the Quran is.
How long are you gonna be online? Because I'm actually busy now, so I can come back.
What are you busy? You are in the bathroom?
No, I'm at an important place.
So you call me when you are in an important place, and now you are important.
Because I'm on break.
And now you are busy.
I'm on break. That's why.
You are on break.
Yes.
And like in your break, we broke how many tooth you lost already? Open the camera, let everybody see how many tooth left. Yeah, let them see. You just call your God. You just call your God is stupid. Your God, he says to these Christians, you claim that God is your Father. So why he punish you for your sin, huh? And you know what? Nay, you are just a man, a human, huh? Hello? This is your stupid Quran.
So do you believe Jesus, didn't preach Islam?
Don't change the topic. Yes, Jesus is not a Muslim, because if Jesus is a Muslim, he have to be a child molester like your prophet, going after a 6-year-old girl, advising his followers to go after children to have sex with them. If Jesus was a Muslim, should be accused of stealing underwear as your prophet been accused by his gang, his own companion. If Jesus was a prophet, he should be lusting after his relatives and women around him, sleeping around like Muhammad. Even his own son, daughter-in-law, he slept with her and he took her as a wife. If Jesus was a Muslim, he should allow you that you can curse using the name of God in vain. If Jesus is a Muslim, he should say to you, don't worry, you just say 100 times my name and your name is forgiven. If you touch the black stone, your sin is forgiven. If you kiss the black stone, your sin is forgiven. If you go and do Hajj, walk around the Kaaba, your sin is forgiven. But Jesus opposed all of those. He says, the one who heard the little one is better for him to put a milestone in his neck and throw himself in the deep ocean. That is about Aisha. Jesus said that it doesn't matter how many times you say to me, Lord, Lord, but the one who do my Father will. You Muslim, you say 100 times, Inshallah, you are going to heaven. What kind of a scam this scam is? And God, he promised you, if you are saying that Jesus is the same as the Muslim and he's a Muslim, then how come Jesus, he promised us a holy heaven where there's no sex, no marriage, no sexual religion? But in your God, Allah will make your penis endless and your balls is so small, and the woman, she will have a vagina fit for that. Shut up. And if Jesus was a Muslim, you are insulting my Jesus, my friend. You are calling Jesus a Muslim. This is the biggest insult ever for being a Muslim. That means being a follower of Satan and evil and lust and sexual activity which is not lawful. That's what Muslim mean.
Okay,
You're a prophet
okay,
being a promise. Hold on, shut up. You're a prophet being a promise to have the power of 40 men of people of heaven, which means the power of 4,000 men in sex. If your prophet is a man of God,
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go because you're just being abusive now. Okay.
I'm abusing. Yeah, you cannot answer. And thank you for saying your God is just an idiot. Thank you. Take care. Jesus is a Muslim. That is a good one. Jesus is a Muslim. Jesus allowed us to do mut'ah. Brother and sister, Jesus was a Muslim. And the other brother, if you see a woman in the elevator, brother, you can say to her, how much you charge me to take off your panties, sister? Sister, haram, halal, brother, this is halal. She's wearing hijab now, you know, that she's in the elevator with you. And, you know, lawful, brother. And, brother, you can ask her, brother, to stay with you for 3 days, 3 nights. If you wish, you can increase. If you wish, you can decrease, brother. And this is a Muslim. A Muslim saying to me, Yusuf, debate a real Muslim, not a coward. Are you talking about yourself, Yusuf? Because I know, prove to me that you are not the coward and call me. Debate a real Muslim, brother. I cannot find one. Can you? I never heard of one. Have you? Where are you? Look, do you have a picture of a donkey there? Or this is Scooby-Doo? Isn't it your prophet? He says Allah will take off your deed if you have a dog. And you are putting Scooby-Doo picture for you. Isn't it the dog is an enemy of Allah? I mean, have you ever heard of a God, his enemy is a lizard? Peace be upon him. Your enemy is your size. If I go right now outside and look in my yard for my enemy, and people ask me, why you have your guns with you? I say, I'm looking for the lizard. People would die laughing. It's not even an alligator. This is the enemy of God. Lizard. Don't you think this is too much lizardine religion? The lizard God enemy. This guy, he wanted to talk to me and now he declined my call. Let us call him again. Hello? 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 No, I cannot hear you. Your voice is very low.
Wait. How is it low?
I cannot hear you. I don't know. Look, we are talking from the aquarium.
What?
Are you talking from the aquarium?
No, what?
Okay, hold on.
Wait.
Just take a hike, man. Yeah, talking from his nose. I don't know where the voice is coming from. It can come from anywhere, but not from your mouth, for sure. Can we have a real Muslim, brave Muslim? Like as you see, Mr. Yusuf, he said, don't talk to a coward. Hey, Abdul, the one who called me a second ago, your brother is calling you a coward. Why? Because you cannot answer. And you are giving embarrassment to Allah. I cannot believe it. He called his God is stupid. Obviously, the God of Islam is a true God. He should not say this verse. Because he should know that the Christian, when they say, our Father, they don't mean that he is really their father. Literally. They don't mean that they are not a human. What kind of answer this answer is? And you know what? If you are his beloved sons, why he punish you for your sin? Hey Muslims, why people in Somalia are angry? Why people in Syria then in their country? Why people of Afghanistan begging for money? Why Pakistan, the new country, is begging the Christian for help after the flood, which making millions of people angry? Why Allah punishing you for your sin, Muslims? Is that an answer? So the one who wrote this statement, he did not know what the Christian believe. He have no idea what they are talking about. He is just a Bedouin. He throw words. Oh, you are saying that you are the sons of God, huh? Ah, stupid people. You are a human, okay? You are a human. You do shopping in Amazon. Ask this guy, Christian Prince, did he go shopping in Amazon? Yes, brother, I did. See, I told you. Have you ever heard of people who is sons of God, they worship, they go and shopping in Amazon? Christian Prince, what is the last product you bought from Amazon? Camel urine. First of all, this is not Christian Prince is talking. This is Ali Dawa. What kind of God? You do not know what the Christians believe. So he is mistaken about the Trinity, and then the Trinity became Jesus is Allah. So if Jesus is Allah, who is the second person? Who is the third person? There's one person will be missing. And the Holy Spirit Quran never mentioned that the Holy Spirit is part of the Trinity. Is that a mistake? Brothers and sisters, there's a person, his name is a Christian Prince. Honey, can you give me the grape? Give me the grape, honey. No, that is a grape, the one we got from the donation. This is one your mom bought it. We don't want to waste the money. From the donation, yeah. Okay, give me the grape. Okay, honey. Yes. So, brothers and sisters, what was the topic? Do we have any Muhammadan? Why somebody is a Christian is texting me and calling me now? I want to know. Do we have any brave beside Yusuf? Hey, Muslims, your name is Yusuf. What Yusuf mean? I mean, even their names is a theft. If you ask them what Yusuf mean, they have no idea. Here we go. Yusuf. Okay, what Yusuf mean? They don't know. A Muslim, his name is Abraham. Okay, what Ibrahim mean? They don't know. What Isa mean? They don't know. What Isaac mean? They don't know. So what do you know? And they claim that they know about Christianity what we do not know. They know more. What Allah means, they do not know. They are busy just calling the Sheikh. Can we, brother, is a hamster is the enemy of Allah? Hamster. The religion of Discovery Channel. Hamster is the enemy of Allah. No, brother. The hamster is the biggest enemy of Allah. Not only is an enemy of Allah, we can prove it. And then the Sheikh he elaborate and he says, as an example, brothers and sisters, the hamster, they intend to do harm to Muslims. Man, this is religion of conspiracy. Everybody is against them. Hamster, the mice, Mickey Mouse, they have a fatwa against Mickey Mouse. Have you ever heard of a stupid religion, any religion in the world? They wage jihad against cartoon for kids. Only the intelligent religion of Islam, brother. Saudi religious leader proclaimed fatwa against Mickey Mouse. Allahu Akbar. And by the way, Mickey Mouse, kukuruku, kukuruku, kukuruku. He say hello and he is fine. Just heard his phone is ringing. You know, he was spoke to me and he is fine and he's safe. He is hiding from the Mujahideen. This is it. And they say to you, we know about, you don't know even anything about your religion. You know, the mouse who is the enemy of Allah. What about lizard? And yeah, Allah has a dog. And then he sent him and he ate the cousin of Muhammad. Who is a Muhammad and he knew what he is talking about? They don't. They have no idea. They get angry about burning the Quran. You are the first one who burned the Quran. I mean, what a stupid people. Who is the first one ever burned the Quran? Uthman, the Caliphate. So what the problem? The Muslim did not get upset for burning a Christian priest in Nigeria just a few days ago, like 5 days ago. And by the way, nobody mentioned, by the way, in the news. Do you know why? For two reasons. He is African, black, poor country. If the one is burned is a Muslim, CNN, Fox News, every scumbag in the world will talk about it non-stop. But it's a poor Christian African being burned. Who care? They don't have the money of the oil. They don't have Qatar money in their behind. Let him die. We did not hear Joe Biden speaking about speech of hate. You know? I mean, this origin of hate, even Mickey Mouse is their enemy. They burned the guy alive. Which TV station you heard the news? Nobody. Maybe if he is a white person, he's carrying a passport of Sweden, then everybody will be talking about it. This is now. This is just now. This is just, you see it? This is in Fox News, but we don't heard about it. They put it there, by the way, because everybody is copying from everybody, and finally they put it there. It's like a rabbit he was burned. Nothing, not a big news. Did they make like an 1 hour about it to speak about what happened, what those Christians are suffering from? Nobody care. But trust me, we are going to burn Muhammad every day. In his grave, we are barbecuing him. And you can't protect this evil man. Do we have any brave Muslim? I'm scared to debate you. Okay, my friend, I'm going to block you in the chat so you can call me. Here we go. I don't have time for kids. Everybody is scared from debating Muslims to the point we open our Skype and say, who wanna call me? Do you see how scared we are? Very scared, brother. I'm scared like Muhammad. I asked my cousin Ali to sleep in my bed so I can run away like a rat. Have you ever heard of somebody, a brave man, he asked little kid to die in his bed for him? The Muslim, they claim that the Arab, they are coming to kill Muhammad in his bed. So what the brave Muhammad he say? He said to Ali, sleep in my bed, cover yourself, so they will think you are me. And the guy is 9 years old. What a brave man. Who is a Muhammadan would like to call me and do mut'ah? Any Muhammadan? I want to know how you Muslim. What do you know about Christianity? You know nothing. You don't even know what Christianity mean. What Christianity mean? Your big sheikh, he says, oh, if I look the whole Bible, I will not find the word Christianity. Idiot. Zakir Naik and Mink and all those monkeys. Do we have any Muhammadan here? Who want to take the challenge? The one who called me, he is busy. Especially after he got his God busted and he called his God stupid. And you know, I want Christians to learn how to speak to Muslims. When you ask him a question, the second the Muslim, he will notice that the question is leading to wrong direction, which means not for the benefit of Allah. He will try his best to change the topic in the speed of light, like what you heard. If you go and watch the debate of Christians without saying names, because people, they say, why you say David Wood or etc. It doesn't matter, all of them. You go and see the debate of Muslims with a Christian, you will find how the Christians, they let them lose. They change the topic in a second. So suddenly we have different direction, different question, different topic, and that's it. The previous question is doomed. Do you remember the guy, his name is Perfect Dawah, as an example? Not necessarily. Perfect Dawah, he go to David Wood. Debate David Wood. Right? Perfect Dawah is doing perfect there. He give any answer he wish. He is playing around the bushes. And he's so comfortable. You know, very comfortable. And the moderator is useless, you know. I mean, when they have those moderator stuff, I mean, it's more funny even that you have a fake fight and you have a moderator, as if we are having like a boxing match, you know. Moderator. What the moderator for? So Perfect Dawah is doing perfect with the David Wood. Why? Because he can say anything, you know. Anything you can say, especially when you have a moderator. Nobody can stop you. Say, oh, hold on, did you say that? Did you just say that? What does that mean? The same guy, he came to me. Go and watch the debate and see what happened to him. He will never come back. He lost his tail. He lost his arms. He lost his feet. I mean, the guy, he lost everything. And the rest are the same. And if somebody, like you said, as you said, they refuse the hadith, who then throw them out. Don't accept them. If they refuse those things, then there's no point of talking to them. Because if the Muslim is refusing what his prophet said, why are we going to accept what you are saying? Who are you? A guy in YouTube? Imagine I say to the Muslim, I refuse what Jesus said. So why you call yourself a Christian? Don't waste your time with those people. And never do those garbage things like you know, moderator. All those, you know, you see them like this guy. What his name? Nader Ahmad, brother. Nader Ahmad. I don't know. The picture is gone. It was there in the picture. So Nader Ahmad, he came here. We offer this guy potato. Why you don't call me? Let me call you. I will call you. He will never accept. He don't dare. Because there they can play. We don't have a Christians really who knows how to debate. I mean, what is this? Nader Ahmad is an idiot who do not know even how to read one sentence in his book. The other guy, He makes stories up. Debating who? I will not even call it a debate. You see, I don't call what Muslims call me. I don't call it a debate. I call it just you know, I mean, just having fun. Because debate have to be between people of knowledge. Those are idiots. They do not know anything. Do you remember when Nader Ahmad, you know, and all of them, by the way, the second you get them busted, they say to you, Christian Prince, I debate you only face to face. Only face to face. But look, they go online, they debate online, but with me only face to face. All of them. Do we have any smart Muhammadan? Anyone? And you know, some of them, they are really like stupid kids. So I don't waste my time with them, because that's it. I mean, you know, for me, the way I do it with those who claim to have knowledge, I talk to you, I wash the floor with you, and then you will become like a dirty rag, and then I'll throw you. That's it. I'm done. You let us see if you won, because they lose, they keep losing, they keep coming back. It's like a gambling, you know. So Nader Ahmad, you know, I made him shish kebab long time ago, and he accepted his prophet have sex with the goat. And then the guy, he keeps saying, I want to debate Christian Prince, but I don't want to waste my time with him, because this guy is just stupid. You know, he don't know anything about Islam. And now, because I'm not talking to him, you know, I don't want to talk to him, so he go around, he say, Christian Prince is running away from me. You know, what the heck is that? What are you talking about? Yes, brother, you know, okay, you know, Christian Prince. Yeah. And look, this is 4 years ago. Nader Ahmad, Christian Prince ran away from debating, from debate. This is Nader Ahmad. Then I said, you know what, Nader Ahmad, let me take you for a snack tonight. As long we don't have Muslims, you know, let us take you. And we will let him, we did let him call me. And disaster happened, as usual. And what you know? So let us see, is this the last one he called me? I don't know, let's see.
And there's
Okay, give us one. Let us not waste time, me and you. And what I want from you more, after you agree that your prophet have sex with the goat. Oh, actually, he's here. Hold on. Yeah, let us call him. Hey, Nader Ahmad, how are you?
hello. Well, hello, CP. How have you been doing? After all these years, we finally meet. This is very good. I get a chance to meet you. How have you been doing?
Thank you. I'm very fine. So, what do you want to say to us? Go ahead.
Yeah, so, you know, we've been having these wonderful debates on the Bible, Quran, and modern science, mostly Quran and modern science. And I have a few challenges.
Quran and science?
Absolutely. We've been having these discussions and debates, and I have said Christian Prince has been running away from this debate series because he knows that the Quran is in complete harmony with modern science, and there's
give us one. Let us not waste time, me and you. So for some reason your voice is cutting.
Well,
give me one.
you need to answer.
Give me one miracle.
Okay, listen. You have to. Why were you running away from me, from this debate?
My
People
friend,
said, no.
Don't make excuses. We are here. Let's see who is running. Give me a miracle. Let us laugh.
Well, here's what I would like to do, Christian Prince. I would like for us to have a public debate on this topic.
Abdul, do you want to debate me or talking to me? So he keep going around. Christian Prince ran away from me. Okay? And you know, the last time I spoke to him was many years ago. I literally, even the Muslim, they wrote articles against this stupid guy because he agreed that his prophet have sex with the goat. With the goat! He said to me literally, which one is better, having sex with the goat or smashing the head of the baby? And then the Muslim, they went all over him. And not to mention the rest. And not only that, then he posed the debate in his website and he says, all the statement made against Prophet Muhammad by Christian Prince is taken off from the video, which is left. So what is left in the video? The whole debate is about your prophet having sex with the goat, you idiot. So all the statement made by Christian Prince insulting Prophet Muhammad against Prophet Muhammad is taken off from the video. And this is the debate. What the heck? And now this guy, he go around, Christian Prince ran away from me, Christian Prince, I don't want to talk to you because you're so stupid. You're just, and you know, they give you a headache. You have to repeat the question a million times to get the answer. And this is why today, actually, I will play it for you, a little bit of it. So you gave an example how you have to be consistent. You grab him from his tail, you never let go. Never let go. So now, okay, let us discuss how we can debate in public place. So where is the guy who want to debate? Let us laugh.
Well, here's what I would like to do, Christian Prince. I would like for us to have a public debate on this topic.
Abdul, do you want to debate me? You are talking to me right now. Until we have that happen, give me the miracle. Everybody will laugh at you. You are playing like a kid. You call me, you claim you can debate me. Here we go. We can do it right now. Why next year? Why next century? Do it right now. Otherwise, you are just a kid wasting my time. So I'm listening to you. Please. Don't let us speak like adults. Are you going to debate me right now, or you will never do it?
Well, first of all, I will give you, want me to give you a scientific miracle right now. I can do that, but I think you should first answer why you were running away from me.
Well,
answer that to the people. Because
the one is running. I'm saying to you, let's do it right now. You said no. It's you who's running. Do it. Go ahead.
Let's do 10 minutes right now. I can give you, will be one.
It's a crossfire debate. Everybody will hear us. It's a conversation. Go ahead.
Okay, here's the problem. If we don't have set rules with time limits, things like that, then we're just going to be...
It's a free boxing match. Show me, aren't you the one who speak, you know, you play karate and you are good at boxing? Do your boxing, free boxing match. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Christian Prince, the problem here is what I...
Stop making excuses. The rules go for both of us. It's a free. Say whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Go ahead.
But I have a very good excuse. My excuse from running from you is this.
You are a coward.
Okay, let me give
you are wasting our time. Are you going to debate me or not?
Okay, what I cannot do, Christian Prince, is win a shouting match.
Debate me now or not?
Coward on the run. Okay, so we're going to talk about one scientific miracle, and then you're going to agree to debate me later on. Okay, so let's do science.
I am agreeing to debate you anytime. Here we go. I'm here with you. Go ahead.
CP, we need a format. We need equal time, and we need to share.
Don't call me again. You are just a kid. You don't dare even to talk to me. We need a format. What format? You see the excuses they put? Those format is the way, is like the bulletproof, you know, vest. So I can hide behind it. So you say I want, which means you will never be able to corner him, you know. So 5 minutes for me, 5 minutes for you. Those are just kids talk. Never do those such a debate. Never accept. Those are just kids. Those are not even really. I don't know who is the stupid who came with this idea that this guy have 10 minutes and this guy have 10 minutes, you know. So like imagine Jesus is standing and now the Jews around him. And now, okay, 10 minutes to the Jews, 10 minutes to Jesus. What the heck? So anyway, I called him back. I had mercy on him because people, they said to me, CP, just bring him back, you know, just, I mean, we don't have customers. What we can do? This is what happened to you when it's dry. Even Nader Ahmad is welcome. This is how horrible the time sometimes is. Dry, drought. Be a man. You are the one who said you want to debate me. You keep saying I'm running from you. You are just a kid. You are not even equal to my shoe. You don't even know how to say your prophet name correctly. If I call you right now and I ask you to say your prophet name correctly, do you know how to say it? You don't. And you are the one who agree your prophet have sex with the goat. What more I want from you? So either you want to do it now, don't waste my time. I will call you one more time. Either we do debate now. Don't put rules. No rule for you, no rule for me. Speak as much as you want. Get me busted. Go ahead. Let me call you. So
that hurt my feeling.
Do you accept or not?
You hurt my feeling. Yes, let's do a debate because I know you'll run away like a coward. So let's just do what you want.
Go ahead. Be a man once in your life and talk. Go ahead. Speak as an adult. Go ahead. What do you want to say to us? Go ahead.
Yes, so we're going to do one scientific miracle that proves that the Quran is the truth and you are actually following a demon called Christ. So both the Bible and the Quran actually answers a question on the issue of alcohol. Now, what's very interesting here, there was a study done. I don't have my desktop, which is shared. I'll show you that study. But in this study, it showed that the Quran actually, because of the teachings of the Quran, the Muslim women are 50 times less likely to give to give birth to who has fetal alcohol syndrome. The study said you got to go to the Christians because of the influence of the Bible. So the question tonight, which Christian Prince needs to answer here, is, okay, so the book of Quran and the Bible, they gave an answer to this question of alcohol. And when we look at the Quranic answer, it is a far superior answer.
What is the Quran answer? Until now, you will not give me the verse from the Quran, remember. We are talking about
chapter, well, I'm sorry,
chapter what?
What did you say?
What chapter?
Chapter 5, verse 9.
What chapter?
Chapter 5, verse 9. Chapter 5, verse 90.
Chapter 5, verse 90. Okay, tell me about it. Go ahead. Now we know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Okay, and then I'll tell you about it, but I'm following the rules because I know you will not run away from me and we'll debate on this topic. So that's the agreement here. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the verse in chapter 5, verse 90. Okay. It says, forbidden is alcohol, any kind of intoxicant, gambling.
Okay.
So from the study here, they pointed out that Muslim women are 50 times less likely to give birth to a fetal alcohol because of the teachings of the Quran. Now, the question is here, which you need to answer, is how is it that the Quran gave a better response?
Where is speaking about the alcohol is bad? Where it says that?
No, it says for you forbidden is any kind of intoxicants.
Where it says it's bad for your health in the verse you quote for me.
That is bad for your health. No, it is completely forbidden for Muslims. This is clear. Okay, and from the study again.
I'm asking you a very simple question. You say that this is about health. I'm asking you, why in the verse never say anything about health? It says this is from Shaitan, that's all. Because it's from Shaitan, don't do it, correct?
Yes, this is from Shaitan. And so because as the study concluded, it is the teachings of the Quran which caused Muslim women to abstain from alcohol. And so the question from again is that how could Allah of the Quran provide a better response than Jesus of the Bible on the question of alcohol? That's a question you need to answer now. And so this clearly
let's make it clear. I'm just trying to get a full sentence from you. So are you saying the Quran confirmed that alcohol is bad, no matter what?
The Quranic position is that it is forbidden. Yes, it's forbidden.
I know it's forbidden. This is not a question. Are you saying that alcohol is bad no matter what? It's bad. It's ugly. Yes or no?
No matter. But I think these are irrelevant questions you're asking. You're running away from the study.
This is the topic. I want to know if alcohol is bad or it is not bad. Is it bad or not? I mean, what's wrong with you? So you are saying to me, Quran is forbidden alcohol. Okay, forbidden because of what? Because it's good or because it's bad?
Yeah.
What?
You don't understand the question here, so I need you to take some time.
This is my question. This is my question, not yours. The Quran forbid alcohol. Is it because it is bad or because it's good?
You're saying, okay, so you're saying alcohol is forbidden in the Quran. Is it because it's bad or good?
Why you are in trouble? Very simple question. How many times I need to...
Do you know why he is hesitating to answer?
Do you know why he is hesitating? Because the Muslims, they knew, they have experience about me. He's trying to avoid, he's now thinking, oh, he's asking me, is it bad or good? Oh boy, what I should say. Christian Prince, you have something to surprise me with. If I say yes, it's bad, he will screw with me. If I say it's good, he will screw it with me too. So I better make myself, I don't understand the question. And I will try to change the topic, okay? So what do you mean? What do you mean? Repeat, listen carefully. The Quran forbid alcohol. That's wonderful. Does the Quran forbid the alcohol because it is bad or because it's good?
So the reasons why the Quran forbade, there's actually a reason in the Quran. They said there's some good outweighs the good.
Why you don't give me the answer?
And so the issue here.
Why you are making a speech? I mean, the answer is very simple. Allah forbid alcohol because it's bad, or Allah forbid the alcohol because it's good. Which one? Choose one.
I've already given you the answer. Now the issue, I'm going to read it to you, and you got to answer.
I want a clear answer. Is it bad or good? Is alcohol is bad or good?
See, CP, I need you to stop interrupting me. I know you're scared. I know this is the point you are not able to answer.
And one word. Is it bad or good? You are the one who chose the topic. Everybody is my witness, and now you don't dare to answer. What's wrong with you? Okay, Allah forbid alcohol because it's bad or because it's good?
CP, you gotta let me, don't interrupt me. You have to let me answer. Okay, we're gonna have an intelligent.
You're making a speech. I mean, the answer is very simple. You call me, you say, according to science, proving that women, they give birth and they have a defect in their birth. That's wonderful. That means alcohol is bad. So why you don't say it's bad? Is it bad or not?
You know, the issue with the Quranic position on alcohol is that there is some good in it.
My friend, aren't you the one who mentioned to me? Is it you who mentioned to me in the beginning saying that science proved that most of women who give a defect birth, the reason for defect birth, and you mentioned the word Christian specifically, the reason for that, the highest percentage is because of alcohol. So is alcohol is bad or good?
Okay, okay. Your question, if I
and all of this, you know, all of this because he knew he's talking to Christian Prince. He knew that this guy will not ask a question unless there's a screwdriver coming after it. So he's doing his best, playing dumb, like he do not know what I meant. Like what? What do you mean, huh? What are you talking about? So Christian Prince, the Bible says, Abdul, is it bad or good? So you have to repeat the question 1,000 times, and then there's some Christian later in the comment they say to you, Christian Prince, you have no patience. You are rude. Is that how Jesus taught you to speak? No. If you speak to those people, you will have a heart attack. Is it bad or good? I mean, shouldn't he say right away it's bad? But he's scared to say it. He knew. He knew. This is not Apostate Prophet or David Wood, or this is a Christian Prince. I cannot answer him. Prove that most of women who give a defect birth, the reason for defect birth, and you mentioned the word Christian specifically, the reason for that, the highest percentage is because of alcohol. So is alcohol is bad or good?
Okay, okay. Your question, if I understand your question, you're saying that overall alcohol a good or bad thing? Is that your question?
I mean, this is even your topic, and you don't even dare to answer. You call me saying that because of drinking alcohol, women give birth to children who have defect in their birth. Okay, that's your claim, and you claim this is from science. That's wonderful. Now, I'm asking you, based on what you told me, is that mean, and based on the Quran forbidding the alcohol, does that mean, according to Allah, alcohol is bad or good?
Oh, I think I understand your question. Your question is, okay, did Allah forbid alcohol for specific reason of preventing fetal alcohol babies. Is that your question?
No, what's wrong with you? You are in trouble. You are like a cartoon, Mickey Mouse. You're in the corner. You don't know what to say. I'm asking you, is it bad or good? Very simple. Don't tell me any reason. I want to know. Is alcohol, according to the Quran, bad or good?
Bad. Okay, to answer your question, it's bad. But there's a little bit of good in it. The Quran
finally you said it is bad. So how come the Quran says it is good? Here we go. This is the chapter 16, verse number 67. You made me lose my voice, repeating the same question. The Quran says that the alcohol is amazing drink, is the best. It's a miracle of Allah. Read for me the verses.
Are you finding the verse? I'm sorry, I'm not even looking at your screen. Well, did you want me to respond?
Oh, no, I don't want you to respond. You can call a friend. I mean, what's wrong with you? The Quran says, you said to me it's bad a second ago. You said to me a second ago, the Quran says that the alcohol is bad. Now the Quran saying that alcohol is a great drink. It's even a miracle from Allah. It is a benefit for mankind. And you can change any translation you want. What translation you want to put for you on the screen?
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not even looking at your screen. So let me answer that if I may. Okay. And one thing I will require of you, Christian, do not interrupt me in my rebuttal. Because if we're going to have an intelligent debate, we should not be interrupted.
Even a rebuttal, because simply you just said that the alcohol is bad. The Quran is verse saying the alcohol is amazing. I mean, can you even make a rebuttal?
Yeah. Okay. So let me now respond to you without interruption, because if you interrupt me, this is an act of cowardice, and this is exactly what I'm saying. He can't handle me in this debate, so he's got to interrupt me. So let me now go ahead and...
We cannot handle you, for sure. For sure, you are like a little cat. Answer how the Quran, the same book, saying alcohol is a sign from Allah. It's a great benefit for mankind, and this is amazing product to use. It's a benefit. You make good deeds from it. You make good money from it. You make good health from it. It is in the top of that. It's a sign from Allah.
Okay, so now you're going to let me speak, or you're going to run away?
I'm waiting for your
interruption.
I'm waiting for your majesty. Stop complaining about interruption. You can interrupt me too. We said it's a free form, and your duty. Remember your duty here. Supposedly you are going to show me your knowledge, and your knowledge is a joke. You are just a kid. You choose a topic. You mentioned the topic, and now you do not know what to say because your God said alcohol is amazing. How you answer that?
Okay, I want everybody to understand, when you interrupt somebody, this is an act of cowardice. He's running away because I'm about to put the slam dunk onto him. So let me go ahead and answer the question. The issue with the Quran actually made it clear, in alcohol there is some good, however, the bad is the good. So this is what the Quran said, and the Quran, and the combination of that.
Just get lost, stupid idiot. It's a waste of time to talk to you. It says in. He just said the point is the bad is good. By the way, I talked to him again. I called him again. You know, I lose my patience. I mean, they're talking to like a cat or like a pet. And now he come, okay, the issue is like the bad is good. Like what? What is the scientists and the babies and Muslims? And now it turns it's a sign from Allah. Alcohol is a sign from Allah. It's not only good, it's a miracle of Allah. I can do miracle. Let me get some grape and make a miracle in my kitchen. Don't worry, I called him again. But I lose my patience with those kids. You know what you can say? In front of you, it's a good. You made good from it. You made good nourishment of it. Indeed, you made good nourishment of it. Indeed, if you have sense, indeed you are a donkey. You are a certified donkey. Obviously, you do not know your book. It's a waste of time for someone like me. I can put my toes in a chat room and you cannot answer my toes. Who are you? So when you say, I'm going to debate a Christian prince, I want to debate a Christian prince, you're a potato. Yeah, the Quran says there's some benefit. What some benefit? It says, I asked you, is it bad or good? And I repeated the question 100 times so you can think about it carefully. And then finally I made you say it. It's bad. It's bad. Chapter 16, verse number 67, Allah praised alcohol, claiming that He is the one who made it for us. It's for our benefit. So don't go around. You see, I just now, I give you like a bite. You want to bite my shoe? I give you my shoe. But as you see, even my shoe, you cannot even bite it because your mouth is so small. Potato. And if you want to talk about health and birth defect, I never saw birth defect as much in Islamic countries because you marry from your cousin. And the proof of birth defect is you. Look at you. I mean, if you are not the proof of birth defect, who is the proof? I hate myself sometimes. Sorry, guys. I know. I'm too much. I mean, look, the guy is talking about birth defect and they marry their cousins, which means literally they are marrying their sisters. And they are talking about birth defect. Just go to the Middle East and see the biggest problem of disability, birth defect, all of it because they marry their cousins. The most marriage happen between cousins. And the guy is talking about birth defect. And where in the Bible says that women, they can go around and sleep and drink alcohol? Where it says that? Where it says that the man, he can be drunk? Actually, the Bible says clearly that drunken cannot go to heaven. Nowhere in the Quran says that. But those potatoes, the same, by the way, the same game he played with David Wood. But David Wood, he played good. Because David Wood there, he don't know what, he can play. The same questions they gave to David Wood, they gave it to me. The same question, perfect dawah, they did to David Wood, they gave it to me. Or opposite prophet. So here, they knew. This is why they are so scared and terrified. They can't play. No space to play. I don't have holes in the wall so they can jump inside the hole. And then I called him back again, and now Nader Ahmed is going to answer me. Idiot. Shall I call him back again or give him one more chance? He will make a rebuttal.
Why'd you run away?
I'm laughing.
What happened?
We are laughing. We have to take a commercial break because you are a birth defect yourself. So now, are you going to answer or not? Don't make an excuse. Are you going to answer how Allah He says that alcohol is a great product and it is a sign from Allah? And then you said to me from the beginning that it is from Satan. Isn't it the other verse? It says from Satan. The verse you gave me, chapter 5, isn't it that verse? It says that alcohol is from Shaitan.
Okay, well, I want to make it clear. You hung up on me. You interrupted me, and this is a clear sign of cowardice.
Everybody is laughing. Now, listen, this is recorded. Everybody will laugh at you. So the verse in chapter 5, verse number 90, it says that alcohol is from Shaitan. Correct? It is a handwork of Shaitan. Correct?
Absolutely. It is a handiwork of the devil, which is found in your book, right?
Nope. Okay, so now how the other verse is saying that it is the work of Allah?
It is what?
The work of Allah.
What?
It is the sign from Allah. It's a work of Allah. So chapter 16, verse number 67, it says, it is healthy, it is good, it's a fruit, it's amazing, it's beautiful, it's a good, it's nourishment, and it is a sign from Allah if you have any sense. So how it is a sign from Allah, and then the other chapter you gave me, it says it is the work or the handwork of Shaitan. Which one we should take?
Absolutely. And so this, as you can see, Christian Prince is running away from the real question tonight on how is it the Quran could give a better response. Now, what he's showing, okay, but I can show internal contradiction.
Don't change
show internal
topic.
contradiction.
Don't change topic. Don't change topic. You see, you say I hang up on you. Don't make me hang up on you because you're a kid. You're just a kid, literally. I'm asking you. The question is very clear. The question is very clear. Everybody is laughing at you. You are stupid like your prophet who said that the penis of the man will be endless. And I assure you are dreaming about that because you have a problem. Now listen, is it from God, this alcohol, or it's from Shaitan?
Okay, so as you can see, he's interrupting me. He's hanging up on me. And this is a sign of this from Christian Prince.
Okay, give me, because I'm done with you. You're done. You're lost. I have nothing to say. I'm just giving you extra time. Just for, you see, listen. Nader Ahmed, you are here for one purpose, entertainment. You are just a joke. You are not a debater. You know nothing. So I'm asking you, the verse in chapter 16, chapter 16, verse number 67. Don't make me repeat myself 1,000,000 times. It says that alcohol is made by Allah. It's a sign from Allah. It's a miracle of Allah. It's a great. It's amazing. And the other verse, the one you gave me, chapter 5, verse number 90, it says it's the handwork of Shaitan. So which one of them is accurate?
Okay, so one of the cowardice of Christian Prince, anybody can win a debate by interrupting their opponent, hanging up on them, and shoving questions.
You can interrupt me as much as you want. Still, you can't answer. What is the answer? What is the answer? People don't care for you. You can cry as much as you want. People are laughing. Which one is made by? Made by Allah or made by the devil? Is it bad or good? I'm waiting for the answer.
I told you this guy's scared to debate me. The Quran makes it very clear.
For sure, we are scared of you, my friend. So for sure. I mean, there's no two people that want to debate about it. You know, my friend, everybody's scared of you. You are a crazy person, brother. So now, is Shaitan is the one who made alcohol or Allah? Chapter 16, verse number 67 says it's made by Allah. Chapter 5, verse number 90, it says made by Shaitan, and it's bad. So which one of them is accurate?
Okay, so the Quran does not state in Surah 16, verse 67, that the alcohol was made by Allah. You have lied. Now, do not interrupt me again. I did answer this question, as you can see. I think he's running away.
Read the verse for us. Read the verse for us. Read the verse for Allah. Read the verse. You said it doesn't say that. Read the verse. Read the verse.
I want it to be clear to everybody. He's running away. He cannot debate me.
Read the verse. Let us see who's running away. I mean, we are having a debate. All I'm asking you, give me the answer and read the verse. Okay, you are saying something is not there. It's in front of us. Does it say that it's a goodly provision? Okay, let me read for you. This is the Muslim translation. Okay, and a goodly provision. Do you see the word goodly provision?
Yes, that does not say. Okay, hold on a second. Anybody can win it.
Doesn't say what? Doesn't say what? Doesn't say what?
Clear. Christian Prince is a coward. Is it clear? He cannot have a fair debate with equal time. He's refusing to do so.
What equal time? I will give you more time than me. I will stay mute if you're answering. I'm asking you. Does it say there? You said to me, I asked you, is it a bad? You said, yes, it is bad. Women, they get babies and they have defect. Bad, for sure is bad. Okay, the Quran here says, and it's a goodly provision. Verily there is indeed a sign for people who have wisdom. So according to the chapter 16, verse number 67, the one who have wisdom is the one who drink alcohol.
Okay. So can I talk, or is this just your time to
stop crying? I'm trying to explain to you the question so you might answer. You are just trying to buy time. You do not know what to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, you did lie to people in which you said the alcohol is from Allah. We have you on tape. You're changing your statement. Oh, it's just a goodly provision. It means that there's some good in it. So now you just kind of change your original statement. So yeah, you did get busted lying here tonight.
Can I talk? Okay, you just said. Okay, hold on, guys. I said this is from Allah. It says that in front of you, you donkey. It says it's a sign. It's a sign. It's a miracle. Or ayat and ayat. You know what I mean? It's a miracle of Allah. Do you see the word sign? Are you a certified donkey like your prophet, or you are not? You are. So it says here in the front of you, it's a sign for those who have a wisdom. The signs come from who? From God. Do you Muslim believe that signs come from Shaitan?
Are you going to let me talk without interrupting me?
So stop
So,
being stupid.
we're
Why you are saying we got me busted and this is not from Allah? If the verse in the front of you is saying, this is a sign from Allah. So beer is from Allah. It's a sign. Black label, brother and sister, we have another with us. And by the way, the Muslim, they used to drink and they pray, and even the Quran made a verse about it, praising it. And then because the Arab, they start laughing at Muhammad, he said to them, oh Muslims, Allah told me don't pray when you are drunk. Chapter 4 verse number 43. Oh, who you believe, don't go to the prayer when you are intoxicated because you are drunk. So Zakir Naik, Nader Ahmad, all the potatoes in the world, they used to go to the mosque with the Prophet and they fill a pot around him, and the Arab, they start making fun of Muhammad and his followers. What kind of followers they are? Why Allah did not say from the beginning? And in the top of that, Allah, he praised alcohol and he claimed that alcohol is a sign from him. Why he did that? Because the Arab, they love to drink. Your mic.
Well, there's no point of giving me the mic if you're going to interrupt me every 10 seconds. I mean, this is an act of cowardice on your part.
I'm just answering you. I'm just answering you. You made a statement. You made a statement. You said you got me busted. You said you got me busted. The verse doesn't say it's from Allah, so I have to answer. It says in the front of you, it's a sign from Allah. So do you agree it's a sign from Allah or not?
I have never won a shouting match in my life. There's a difference.
Listen, I want to answer. You see, shouting match, this is not shouting match, this is spanking match. You are being spanked. I want you to tell me, does it say in the verse a sign from Allah or not?
It's pointless. You're just going to interrupt me. What's the point of now talking about
this? You see the same. Here we go. It took me 5 minutes repeating my question to make you say that alcohol is bad, repeating my question 1 million times, and now you are going to do it again. So is it saying there that alcohol is a sign from Allah, or I'm lying?
Okay, so let it be clear. I'm going to answer your question, even though you're jerking me around, you're interrupting me.
Are you going to answer? Is it a sign from Allah? Is it a sign from Allah or not? You see, I am not anyone you can play with. You are talking to Christian Prince. I hold you from your tail. Okay. I put you in the corner, and it doesn't matter how big the rat is in front of me. Still, you have no cheese. I'm going to repeat my question. Is it a sign from Allah, as the verse saying, or I'm lying?
No, it does not say it's a sign from Allah. It said it is a sign.
Then read the verse. Then read the verse. Read the verse. It says the word sign there. The sign is
there's a difference. Can I respond? Why are you so afraid to debate me, Christian Prince? Please keep in mind when you interrupt people you want. That's not a debate. And that's
Abdul, in front of everybody. In the front of everybody. Which interpretation you like to put in the screen?
Christian Prince.
Abdul, stop playing. Let everybody laugh at you. You want a Jalalain, you want a Tabari, you want Ibn Kathir. What do you want? I will put them for you and they will get you busted. You're a potato. So I'm asking you for the last time. I'm losing my patience. You're just a kid. Is it a sign from Allah or a sign from Shaitan? Here it says it's a sign for those who have wisdom. For who?
Yes.
For the one who have wisdom. So the Quran saying it clearly that those who have wisdom, they believe in the sign, which is being drunk.
Can I respond? I mean, can I talk? I don't know. You just interrupt me every 4 seconds. I think I
now that you are the best joker ever. I love you, man. I love you. I love you. You know, God, he created a lot of funny things. I love you for the sake of God, because you are the best joker. Are you going to answer or not? You see, how many times I need to repeat my answer? When the Quran is saying it's a sign by whom? Who is the one who is giving the sign?
Can I talk? Are you letting me talk, Christian Prince?
No, you're not allowed to talk. I'm repeating the question, you donkey. Is it a sign from Allah? The word sign is coming from who? Who is the one who did the sign? Who is the one who did that sign? Go ahead.
Okay, so now please don't interrupt me. The text of the Quran, it is a sign. As that, text did not say it's a sign from Allah.
So
the text did not say this.
Okay, it's from who? It's from who? What? Guys, it's not from Allah. Okay, no. Finally, we got an answer. It doesn't say it's from Allah. It's from who?
Okay, Christian Prince, you are scared to debate me. It's very clear.
Coward, don't
And
hang
so,
up and don't run, coward. I'm asking you. You say it doesn't say it's a sign from Allah. So are you saying that your God, he gave a sign from Shaitan, and he called it wisdom?
the text said, okay, listen, I don't want you to interrupt me again, Christian, because it's an act of cowardice. You're scared to debate me. The issue tonight.
You are not answering. You are not answering. So is it a sign from Allah or a sign from Shaitan?
The text doesn't say, but now I'm done with you. Now I want you.
No, you're not done. You're not, we just started, you donkey. Where are you going? What do you mean you're done with me?
Okay.
Listen, is it a sign from Allah or a sign from Shaitan? Prove it to me. Whatever you say, you have to prove it to me. What interpretation you like us to show to everybody in listening? Because either you are lying, and this is a sign from Allah, or I am lying, and it's not sign from Allah. So when we say it's a sign, is it a sign from Allah? You said it doesn't say that, and you said it doesn't, which means it's not. So can you get me busted, Your Majesty, Nader Ahmed, the scholar who you don't have high school? Can you get me busted and show me the interpretation for the verse where it says this is not a sign from Allah? Where it says this is not a sign from Allah.
Christian Prince, I have to go. I cannot debate you jerking me around.
You have to go where mommy is coming. What, you want to change your diaper? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? What happened? No, you are in the corner. You are a potato, and you are a coward. You said this. You just admitted that Allah is Shaitan, because the Quran is saying this is a sign for those who have wisdom, and you deny that those who follow the wisdom, they are following the sign of God. You just deny that this is a sign from God by saying it doesn't say that. So you are a liar, and you are a potato. This is the topic you choose, and you don't want to answer because it's very embarrassing. Let us see how many Muslims will laugh at you about, and you are the one who says, who will debate you? Who are you? Who are you? You don't know nothing. Here we go. I repeat again, don't tell me I have to go. Mommy, she will be upset. She will watch this video and she will be upset from you. Be a man, be the hero. So is it a sign from Allah or it is not?
I have to go. I want you to commit to a public debate with me on the topic.
This is the kid, Nader Ahmed, who go around says he want to debate.
I need to go. I need to go. The bathroom is waiting for you. Praise be to Allah. He made a very nice sign. It is alcohol. Get drunk with you. You know, they are trying to find a scientific discovery in the Quran. Brother, the Quran forbid alcohol. Actually, the Quran never said even forbid. It says ijtanibu, avoid it. Avoid it, not forbidden. Not forbidden. The word forbidden is not even exist in the verse. Avoid. There's a huge difference between avoid it and it's forbidden. That's number one. Number two, if you want to talk about health and what make health bad, have you ever heard of a God says drink camel urine, or drink the prophet urine, or eating the camel poo-poo of Aisha, or drinking the blood of Muhammad? Oh, not to forget, eat 7 ajwa. That will stop black magic and poison. Anyway, and the same happened with the rest. All of them. This is why those who have channels, they avoid coming to me, because here they don't have much space to play, you know, and they want a moderator. So imagine if we have a moderator. 5 minutes, Nader Ahmed is talking, and now after 5 minutes, I will say 2 words. Can you show me where it says that? And then he will take the mic again, 5 minutes, and he will not answer my question. And then I will take the mic again. It's my 5 minutes now, but I have to say only 2 words. Can you show me what you just said? Give him the mic back. And now, you know, Ahmed, he will speak for another 5 minutes, doing the same thing, never answer. Do you see why those moderator stuff is just a stupid, and those who do them, they are just doing a stupid act? Literally. You will waste 5 minutes of rambling person refusing to answer. And the same, what the other guy, Perfect Dawa. And by the way, I never heard of this guy, Perfect Dawa, before. But then people, they told me, oh, this guy, he came to David Wood. And look at his name, Perfect Dawa. You know, when you hear the word Perfect Dawa, you say, what the heck? That's deep. His name is Perfect Dawa, brother. I like those thumbnails. What is that? What happened? Yeah, you know, I mean, he tried, but he will never try again. You see, the problem is, and this is why we don't have really Muslims are coming here, because they try us once and then they notice that this was a big mistake. This is why those who have a career, they will not call, because that will be a career ending.
The hadith can be fabricated. There are lots of fabricated. I just would like to tell you something.
But before you tell me something, my friend, because if your child is born as a Muslim, he lied.
Okay.
Let's see the beginning of the call. Hold on. Where is the beginning of the call? Theist?
I cannot be born to anything. So
then he said, you want to call me? You're welcome. Let us call him. I'm just muting the speaker when the ring, you know, because the ring is annoying. Hello? Yes, my friend, you are live on air. So you are a Muslim?
Yes, yes.
Can you say...
I'm a converted Muslim, yes.
Ah, you are converted Muslim. You are converted from
Yes.
what?
From atheism.
What you used to be for a big... You are born atheist?
I cannot be born...
You know, I hear myself sometimes. I mean, you know, when you hear my question, sometimes like you might get shocked, like, are you born atheist? I really feel sorry for them. I mean, they are so slow. Their IQ is so slow, and when I'm talking to them, I'm like, you know, oof, I converted. So, okay, are you born atheist?
Born to anything. So I was born in a Muslim family, but I became atheist at the age
So
of
you cannot be
25.
born from anything, you say?
I cannot be born to any way of life, I say. I don't believe that religion is like a form, that you can be born to that form.
Okay, so you are
It's
saying...
a way of life.
Yeah, but...
It's a belief.
Okay, so a child, when he is born, what his religion is?
There is no religion. He doesn't have.
Okay.
He has to choose it himself.
All right. So your prophet, he
So
made...
a child.
So your prophet, when he said that the child is born as a Muslim, he lied.
Okay. I haven't seen anywhere that my prophet said that.
Okay, let us show you the hadith.
The hadith can be fabricated. There are lots of fabricated. I just would like to tell you something.
But before you tell
Christian
me... Look, right now, you see how fast you want to change topic now? Did you notice? Did you notice how what they do? I would like to tell you something, you know, because now, my prophet, he said, and a second ago he said, I never heard my prophet saying that, which means he accept hadith. He just said, I never heard my prophet saying that. Where you can hear your prophet saying that? Only in the hadith, because the Quran is the word of Allah, supposedly. So do you see how fast they try to change the topic? It's like a lizard. He just saw a danger. And this is why when you speak to them, you need to learn how to grab the lizard from his tail. But tail is not necessarily a good idea, because even his tail can be coming off and later he can replace it. So that's why I say hit the head of the snake. something, my friend, because if you are saying the hadith is fabricated, that's mean all of Islam can be fabricated too.
No, I didn't say all hadith are fabricated.
Okay, but now you judge. But now you judge right away before even I show you what I will show you, that it can be fabricated. So you are assuming that anything coming from Islamic books is a fabrication. That's what you just did.
No, I said that. I said that any hadith that goes against Quran is fabricated. Okay.
Okay. Well, this is what your prophet says, that every child is born in a fitrah. And what is fitrah? Is the religion of Islam.
No, it is. I mean, it is not just one word. Islam is a whole context. So if you understand it, then you know that you have to.
So do you understand Islam yourself?
Yes, of course. Otherwise,
okay, go ahead. Explain to me.
I would like to. I would like to tell you something that Christian priest. First of all, you have to learn your own religion before you teach people their religion. Jesus, peace be upon him, says that love one another, love your neighbor as yourself. Yes.
Okay.
And I don't think that if I say to my wife, honey, I love you, but I hate your mom. Okay. And that's not love. That's stupid. Understand?
Okay.
So when I love despite my wife loves her mom, I tell her that I love you, but I hate you. I cannot go knock on my Christian neighbor door and say, my Christian neighbor, I love you, but I hate you, Jesus. And then I chew his Bible and say, I hate your Bible.
Do you love our Jesus who is God?
I don't believe that he's God.
I'm asking you.
I respect you.
No. You see, let's take one by one. You speak about hate. First of all, we don't hate Muslims. Secondly,
no, I mean, the way you are talking, it is not at all love. It is hate. It is, I cannot. I don't understand.
Okay, let me make it clear for you.
How can you not understand?
Are you a person?
How can you not understand that this is hate?
Are you a person against hate?
I'm definitely against hate.
Okay, so
100%.
Can you read for me chapter 5, verse 14, and don't waste my time?
Because I am on the phone.
I don't care. You can search the verse right now in your phone.
Okay, because then maybe because I have to. I tell you, I'm in the phone. Then I have to.
My friend,
go to the
you
web.
are not in the phone. You are using the phone. You are outside the phone.
Yes.
Now, can you search your phone?
Okay.
Chapter 5, verse number 14 in the Quran. And as long you are against hatred, then you should be against the Quran. Because according to your God, the one, if I have hate, and I don't, if I have hate, Allah, He gave it to me.
Sorry, if you have what? Hate?
If I ever have hate, which I don't, to Muslims,
yes,
Allah is the one who gave it to me. And as long you speak and you say you are against hatred, that's mean you should stand with me against the Quran as we speak. Let us see how honest you are.
Chapter 60, verse 8.
My friend, I did not say chapter 60. Relax. Okay. Hold your fingers. Okay. Finger number 1, finger number 2, finger number 3, finger number 4, finger number 5. Chapter 5. Now, I don't know how many fingers you have left. So, in verse number 14. So, you have to use fingers until you use 14. Chapter 5, verse number 14.
Just a second. Then I have to find it.
All right.
Chapter 5.
Yeah, the chapter of the Ma'idah, the table.
Verse 14, you said, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I will let you see.
A few moments later.
Okay, so what do you want to tell me about this?
What do you mean? What do you want to tell me? You are talking about hatred and you are against hatred. As you see, Allah, He fuel hatred between the Christians. So if the Christians ever have any hatred, it's coming from Allah. So Allah, your God, is the one. He is the source and resource of hatred. He is the main, the hatred mind. So you are against hatred. Are you against Allah now, spreading hatred?
No, I'm not against Allah. You have to understand.
So now we have to understand that this is good thing. Spreading hate is good thing now because Allah is the one who did that. Okay, look at your hypocrisy. Look at a second ago you are against hatred. The second we show you that any hatred the Christian they have is coming from Allah. So suddenly we have to understand.
Okay, now can I talk?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, you have to put. Even if Allah says that, you have to you're not a Muslim, okay, that you follow. If Allah says that, okay, you have to follow Jesus. You are following Jesus first of all, okay. Let's pretend that that verse says that Christians here has put hate among
what do you mean pretend?
Christian
Is that
okay.
when you say pretend?
Because
it's
it
me.
is
It's
not,
not.
no, because because it is not like that, okay.
Okay, explain the verse for us. Explain the verse.
Exactly, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
be honest with me first. Be honest with me first. Have you ever seen this verse before, ever in your life?
Yes, I have seen it. Definitely,
Swear by
yes.
Allah. Swear by Allah.
I swear by Allah that I have seen this
so
verse.
now
I
you
have
know the
read it
explanation
many
of this
times.
verse, correct? You know the explanation.
Okay.
You know the explanation,
yes.
correct? Okay, tell me the explanation. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Okay, chapter 3, verse 7.
Listen, just 2 minutes ago, I said to him, isn't it in the Quran it says Allah spread hatred? He said, where it says that? Now he's swearing that he saw this verse before. And not only that, what chapter? Okay, count your, and I have to repeat how many times. And then to the point, I have to say to him, finger number 1, finger number 2, finger number 3, number 4, number 5. He never heard of it before. And now, yeah, he heard of it many times. Sure, I swear by Allah. A second ago, he need my help to find it. And after repeating many times, chapter 5, verse 14, and then I need to use his fingers to show him what 5 mean. And now suddenly, yeah, he saw it before. Yep. Truthful Muslim. Very truthful.
You have to, it tells you how to understand Quran. It says that there are precise verses in Quran and unspecific verses of Quran. So unspecific specific verses of
My
Quran.
friend,
Yes.
this is a specific. It's about the Christian. The word hatred. We know what it means. So don't tell me now. No, nobody knows what Allah means. So you want to play the game now that nobody knows what this verse means?
No, I didn't say nobody.
Okay, give me the meaning. Don't waste my
meant.
time. I have a lot of Abdul waiting in the line. They want to talk to me. I want you to give me the meaning of this verse, please. Go ahead.
No, I will tell you, but I have to tell you that first of all, you are not following Allah. You are following Jesus. You
will never follow Allah. How we will follow Allah? As you see, Allah is Satan. Who is the one who spread hatred, my friend? Who is the one who spread hatred between people? Isn't it Shaitan?
Okay, let's say that he's Shaitan, okay? I'm telling you that you have to learn your own religion before you teach me my religion.
Stop talking about learning my own religion. Obviously, you do not know yours. Here we go. You do not know what to say.
Okay, I don't know my religion. Let's say I don't know my religion.
Don't change the topic. I challenge you to explain to me what kind of Shaitan you are worshipping. You are the one who claim you are against hatred. You are the one who call me. You are the one who claim you are against hatred. I like that. I support that.
Teach you a little bit Christianity.
Huh?
I want to teach you that love one another.
Yeah,
doesn't mean
we Christian love the Muslims, but not by giving them hugs, but by showing them the truth. So because we love Muslims, we show them that this is evil.
By telling them you are stupid.
Yes, why not? Why not? Okay, hold on. Are you saying to me, if I say to you, you are stupid, that is hate?
That's definitely not love. Okay,
hold on. So if you say to your son, you are stupid, that means you hate your son?
It is not love, definitely.
Stop playing games. Okay, so now if
it is not
okay,
love.
so if I show you
the meaning of love.
Okay, so
you want to understand them.
Okay, let us make it simple. If I call you a donkey, is that love or hatred?
It is. I mean, this is definitely not love.
Give me the answer. If I call you donkey, my friend, don't tell me definitely not love. Tell me what it is. If I call you, this is hate. Okay, guys, this is hate. So if Allah he used the word donkey, speaking about us, he is hating person. He is a person.
He's not talking about. He's not talking about. If you that's why I say if you read Quran, there are so many verses of Quran that talking good about Christian and Jews.
Stop being stupid. Stop being a donkey. You see, you are the one who said to me, if I call you a donkey, this is hatred. And Allah he says that those who carry the book, they don't understand them. They are donkeys, and not only that, he says they are animals. There's a chapter. It's called a chapter of An'am. He says that those Christians, those Jews, they are the same as Al-An'am and worse, which means they are the same as animals, and they are even worse. What you say about that?
Yeah, Allah talks about kuffar as well. You know, He says
It
what
doesn't
He wants
matter.
to
I thought this is hatred when you say to people like this. I thought this is hatred.
Okay, yeah, Allah says that He hate the kuffar, those who oppress other people. Okay,
no. Those who don't believe in Allah, they are the same as al-anam, the same as animals.
It is not that. It is not that at all. Okay.
Okay.
This is
Okay. Okay. Let us read verse by verse. Okay. Let us read verse by verse. Let us read. Let us read verse by verse. Open for me, chapter 62, verse number 5.
Why you just want to go to those verses? Why you don't go to the verses?
Well, you are the one who choose them. You are the one who says, if I call somebody stupid, this is a form of hatred. If I call somebody stupid, you are the one who chose the topic, not me. And I'm showing you, your prophet is calling us donkeys. Even your prophet, he said to the Muslims,
he doesn't call you donkey. He doesn't call you donkey.
Read it.
He calls those.
Read it. Read it.
Okay.
Read it.
Why? Let me see. Why? That I told you, chapter 3, verse 7. Okay, says that the unspecific verses of Quran is known only by Allah and those firm in knowledge. How those firm in knowledge understand the meaning of them? They put it beside other verses.
Abdul, stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. I don't respect liars. You are just now making any verse in the Quran. Nobody know what it means save Allah.
I didn't say, look, I
keep asking you, you keep saying to me, Allah, he says, you know, there is verses in the Quran, nobody knows what mean. Every verse until now, I quote for you, you say nobody knows what they mean.
I didn't say nobody knows.
Okay, then give me the meaning. Why Allah calling people donkeys?
Hello?
Why Allah calling people donkeys? You can hear me, don't lie.
Hello?
You can hear me, don't lie. Hello? What happened? Are you there? I hear your mic moving.
Okay, now I hear you. Yeah,
okay. So now go ahead. Why those people are equal to donkeys?
I tell you that it's not all Christian or Jews.
My friend, don't tell me all. Don't tell me some. Doesn't matter. I call you. You said if I call you stupid, this is a form of hatred. Allah calling all the Jews, all the Jews, all the Jews. Read. It says those who they are charged of the Torah, who are they? The Jews. They are the same as donkeys. Read it.
Okay, I will read for you. Yeah, just a moment.
You're a good boy.
Just a second. I have to find it. It says that, and do not argue with the people of the scripture except in a way that is
What are you reading? What are you reading? What are you reading? What are you reading? Abdul, what are you reading, Abdul? Chapter 62.
I'm reading. No, this is
chapter 62. Chapter 62. Chapter 62.
Yes,
and by the way, we will quote the verse you just gave me because this will show contradiction.
That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. You just take one verse like ISIS, and say, look.
Okay. Give me the verse you gave me. Okay. Give me the verse you gave me. Just give me the verse you gave me.
The verse is 29:46.
Okay. And read it for us.
And do not argue with the people of the scripture except in a way that is best, except for those who commit injustice among them and say, we believe in the in that which has been revealed to us and revealed to you, and our God and your God is one, and we are Muslim submitted to him. Chapter 2 verse 62, those who believe and those who are Jews and Christians.
After we show you the verse, after we show you the verse, you will regret and you will say, I don't want this verse no more. So do you accept that you will accept this verse?
Which verse?
The verse you quote for me.
Yes, I accept the verse. Exactly.
Okay, so Allah, he says to you, don't argue with them except in a nice way, correct?
Yes, okay. Exactly.
So when the Quran says Allah will spread hatred between the Christians, and Allah said that the Christians and Jews are worse than animals, and Quran says that Jews are like donkeys, who is left to argue with them in a nice way.
Okay, that's why I told you that you have to.
So listen, the Muhammadan now, he thought he got finally a way to escape. So so he thought now, oh, this is a verse we can use now. Okay, we are reading it, we are done. Christian Prince, he forgot about the previous verses. This is a good verse. Do you see how stupid they are? Who is left? Who's left? A question no Muslim will ever expect. In the spot. Who's left? If Allah spread hatred between the Christians, and now we talk to them nicely, but they are donkeys and monkeys, and we will punish them. But speak to them friendly. But who's left? And now what he will say? He will start coughing, trying to find a solution.
To put it beside other verses, okay? That's why I'm trying to read for you. It says that not all of them are the same.
Okay, so no problem. Okay, my friend. Okay, yes. Guys, not all of them are the same. Not all of them the same.
Exactly.
Okay, so why the Quran says the Jews, the Christian? He don't say some of the Christian. He did not say some of the Jews. He said the Jews.
Yes. Okay, so that's why I say that you have to put it beside other verses. Then you understand that it is not about all Jews and Christians.
Did your prophet order to kill all the Jews and all the Christian, or some of the Jews?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
Okay, read for me. Read for me chapter 9, verse number 29.
Chapter 9, verse 29. Okay. Okay, I have read actually, yes, that verse. So I say again, you have to put it beside other verses of Quran.
We put it beside. We put it beside. We put it beside.
Okay.
We put it
Yes,
beside.
Allah says,
Give me the answer.
let
Give me the
tell you.
answer, my friend.
Yeah.
We put it beside. Your prophet,
Yes.
he ordered to kill all the Christians, all the Jews.
No, it's not all. No, never.
Okay.
Allah says that
Do you wanna
only
make-
fight
do you
those who fight you.
Okay.
Those who fight you and fight as long as they fight.
Okay, hold on.
That's why I say
Read the verse
you
where it
go
says
like
those who
ISIS. You go like
read
ISIS.
the verse. Read the verse where it
Okay,
says those who fight you.
I have read the verse. Okay,
Okay.
I say that's an unspecific verse that you have to put it beside other verses. Otherwise, you are ISIS, you are Taliban. You say that yes, this
Okay.
verse. You take one verse.
Okay, let me
and
ask you. Let me ask you. Did your prophet kick all the Christian and the Jews from the Arabian Peninsula? All of them?
No, he didn't do that.
Okay,
no.
let us see.
Okay.
Read with me.
Yeah.
And apologize like a puppy for being a puppy coward, liar.
Okay.
Read it.
Yes.
Here we go.
Read what?
This is
Read
your
what?
prophet saying, if I was victorious, I will kick all the Christians and the Jews
Where
from
it
the
says-
Arabian Peninsula. It's in
Yeah,
the front
it is
of it's in the front of
it is
your
a
eyes.
hadith.
It's in the front of your eyes.
I say that I'm in the point. It's a hadith, yeah?
So what if it's a hadith? What your prophet said?
Okay, I told you that. A hadith that goes against Quran.
Shut up. This is not against the Quran. The
Okay.
prophet, he says, the prophet, isn't it the prophet? He said, the Quran says, إنما المشركون نجس, those who they are Christian, Jews, and others, they are najis. They are not allowed to enter Mecca. They are not allowed to enter the Medina.
Just Mecca. They are not allowed to enter
You are
Mecca.
a liar. We are not allowed to enter any of what is considered the Holy Land. Now read the hadith.
No, this is not the Holy Land.
Read the hadith. Read the hadith.
Okay.
Are you saying your prophet here, he don't understand Islam and you understand Islam?
Yeah, it is. There are lots of fabricated hadiths that.
Well, this is not fabricated. The only fabricated is you. Here we go. This is your
Okay,
prophet. It says Sahih.
They say yes, of course. They say.
So you Muslim, you lie. So you Muslim, you are a bunch of liars. You say it is authentic. In the books, you say it's authentic. When you speak to Christian, you say it's not authentic to cover as the prophet.
I tell you that there are hadiths that says that a verse of Quran is missing, and they put it as.
Let me ask you. Okay, in front of everybody. In front of everybody.
Yes.
Chapter 9, verse number 29. If we read interpretation for the verse by any scholar of your choice, do you agree?
Okay. No, my scholars that I follow, they do not agree with your interpretation.
Okay,
or
give
this,
me, no,
you
not
know,
my, I don't have interpretation. You give me interpretation. Can you give me a scholar you agree with?
definitely I can give you. His
Okay.
name is Masood Rajavi.
Who?
Okay, Masood Rajavi. You don't know just
Are you,
because you
are
don't
you,
know
are you,
him.
are you a Shia?
No, I'm not a Shia. I converted to Islam. I didn't convert to
You are a
a
Muslim by
certain.
birth. I can tell from your accent. Stop playing. Okay, his name is Masood what? Rajawi?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Tafsir al-Quran. I will open it. Is it online?
No, it is not online. No,
Okay, how we can read
definitely not.
it? Give me a book we can read. We can put it in the screen.
But I don't have it online. I tell you that.
Give me any book. Or this is the only book you are, you know. Give me a book of a scholar you agree with. We can put it in the screen.
I don't know. I haven't checked them, all the scholars. Okay.
What
But
do you mean
there
you
are
not? So
definitely
you only know only this Masood Rajawi. Who is this guy?
no, they're not only. Not only,
This
but there
guy,
are
this
others.
guy is a from Iran, and
Okay,
he
yes.
is, and you are a liar. Masood Rajawi. He is the leader
Yes.
of Mujahidi Khalq al-Iraniya. I
Yes,
just searched his name.
exactly. Yes. I know. Yes.
Okay, so
Okay,
this guy is
so-
a criminal too. He is a killer.
Why he's a killer?
Well, he is
Do you
the
know him?
leader. He is the leader of the Mujahideen in Iran.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And he killed
And
Muslims.
what? He kills Muslims.
Yeah, and he's a Shia.
Okay. First of all, my brother.
See, he lied. He said he is not Shia. He's not Shia. But the scholar he follow is a terrorist. And is a leader of Mujahideen. And this is the, you know, the tafsir he agree with. I mean, if we want to play it all, I mean, the video is very long. You can watch it. You know, this is like it's called Christian Prince Destroyed Perfect Dawa. I mean, this is how they are, my friend. They are like you are talking to sneaky snake. This is why you have to have a lot of patience, and we don't debate them. You cannot debate a liar. It's impossible to debate a liar. The only thing you can do is to get them busted. We don't debate them. We bust them. We don't. Nobody can debate a liar, because a liar, he give you any answer, anything. So now all the hadith, any hadith I show him, oh, this is fabricated, but he said he agree with hadith. So which one he agree with? The one that says how to make hummus? Oh, anything is against the Quran, but the Quran says kill them. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Do we have any Muhammad and he think he can do better than those people? Mayday, mayday. And then if you watch the end, you will die laughing. I mean, this is just the start. This guy, he left. He will never come back here. I assure you. This is just the start. If you watch it to the end, you will see what happened to this guy. But I don't want to play it all because it's 1 hour and 29 minutes. He was literally, and his God and his prophet, demolished to the basement. I left no rocks. Hatred, hatred. You are teaching hatred. Look who's talking about hatred. A Muhammadan. And then, okay, yeah, it says he will spread hatred, but you have to understand, and now we have to understand that hatred is okay. A second ago, this is evil. Now you have to understand. About the sheikh recently? Which sheikh? I don't know. Do we have any Muhammadan? And look at the Muhammadan in the chat. They are all of them, they are heroes. Christian Prince is lying to you. Why you don't call me and get me busted about something I just said and it's a lie? Huh? Any Muslim? Any Muhammadan? By the way, I'm not worried about if I am making sin Muslims now, because all what I need, I say, Alhamdulillah 100 times, brother, and my sin is forgiven. Look how easy, look how easy. It's easier than taking a pill to have a diarrhea. Like you drink the pill, do you see how easy this religion? You go, you molested children. Actually, this is not a sin in Islam, you know, as you know. And then you kill, you rape, you do, you know. And then, brother, okay, you go and you say Alhamdulillah 100 times. Okay, whoever recite this 100 times in the morning and in the evening will not be suppressed on the day of resurrection. Look how simple. Look. And you have to say it in Arabic, brother. I mean, even if you are a Zakir Naik who do not speak Arabic, listen, please. First of all, I speak Arabic. Okay, speak to me in Arabic. Okay, today I don't feel like speaking Arabic. What the heck? You said you speak Arabic. Christian Prince, I am very moody person. You are what? I'm very moody. What do you mean? I'm very moody. I speak Arabic when I want. Sometimes I don't feel like I want to speak Arabic. First of all, Zakir Naik, you are not moody, and you've been chased by Modi. Modi is the Prime Minister of India, and he have a request to your arrest. Christian Prince, first of all, I am different kind of moody. I don't care if you are different kind of moody or the same moody. What kind of religion says if you say Bismillah alhamdulillah 100 times your sin is going to be erased? Christian Prince, first of all, the Prophet of Allah teaching us how to fight sin. Oh, you fight sin by doing sin all day, and then before you sleep, you say Alhamdulillah 100 times, and that's it? Exactly. What's wrong with you? What exactly? You fight sin by not doing sin, not by saying at the end of the day, Bismillah alhamdulillah 100 times. First of all, Christian Breath, you don't speak Arabic, and you did not say it correctly, and I have it recorded. What do you mean you have it recorded? Are you recording me? Exactly. Zakir Naik, please don't pause this video around. Christian Prince, first of all, this video is going to be uploaded in my channel. What? But the video is going to be uploaded now. What the heck is that? You know, it sounds like Quran. Exactly. This is your religion. Say what in Arabic? Astaghfirullah wa a'udhu billah. What the heck? Wa atubu lillah. 100 times in the morning. Look how short, look how short, look how easy it is. In the morning, you say this sentence, you wake up. Okay, astaghfirullah wa a'udhu billah. So like in the morning, you don't say, hello, honey, how are you doing? You know, your wife should say, you want to drink coffee? No, you're busy. Astaghfirullah wa a'udhu billah, astaghfirullah, 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 astaghfirullah. You sound like a, you know, like a cuckoo, Mickey Mouse, you know. 100 times, and then before you sleep, you do the same, and then that's it. Your sin is gone. And remember, you have to say it in Arabic because Allah is an Arab boy. He don't understand your language. So don't tell me that you are the uncle of Tom or Jerry. This guy, he came from Mexico. No. Lambo. What the heck? You have to say it in Arabic. If you are the uncle of Jerry coming from Mexico, I'm sorry. You have to say it in Arabic. Otherwise, your sin is there. You have to use the Arabic shampoo, brother. This is religion. Look how easy it is. This is why there's no sin in Islam. It's just a, you know, it's an evil satanic cult who wants you to commit sin and make it easy to feel not guilty. Because just say this 100 times. Even there is a hadith says, even if your sin is the same as the foam of the ocean. Actually, it's in front of you. 100 times. a day, his sin will obliterated even if they are equal to the extent of the foam of the ocean. See how easy it is? So easy. Satanic. Pure satanic. Who is going to have a benefit from such a statement except Satan? That you go, you rape, you kill, you steal, and then at the end of the day, you say this sentence, even if it's your sin, is the same as the ocean foam. It's gone. Only Satan, he will encourage such a thing. You see, this is why you see filthy people, they enjoy Islam. In Christianity, you don't enjoy such a thing because the devil is not there. With Jesus, life is different. Not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord. Doesn't matter how many times you say it, 100 times, 200 times, 3,000 times. It doesn't matter. You wear a cross, you don't wear a cross. Who cares? You give donation, you don't give donation. That will not bribe God. In Islam, even you can bribe God. The first one, Muhammad, he promised him heaven just because he gave donation. Bribe, money, sex, lust. Like you see, all of us, we do sin. All of us. Nobody can claim that he is the good guy. And the Bible says, only God is good. That is Jesus. When a person, he said to Jesus, you are good. So Jesus says, why you are calling me good? Don't you know that only God is good? And then Jesus says, I am the good shepherd. Who of you can accuse me of sin? Muhammad is a person is swimming with sin. Not to forget that Muhammad even he swim with poo-poo, literally. And the funny, the Muslim, they say we do ablution. How Muhammad do ablution? You know, when I was like a kid trying to understand this madness religion, each time I go through, you know, through something, first time you see it, you get shocked. I mean, why in the world a person, he's a prophet of God, is jumping in little jacuzzi, have dead dogs, and women blood from period, and garbage. Why he want to do that? And what is the purpose of doing that? Is to cleanse himself, to be ready for God. Hold on, Muslim Prince, he said something very important. Thank you, Muslim Prince. Why, guys? Why you? Okay, hold on. Let us see if I can show. I was going to copy his text, and Andrew, he just deleted his text. Okay, let me copy it. Take it easy, Andrew. Take it easy. Look what this Abdul he said, just to show you how easy to destroy Islam. And how easy they are getting upset. So we are showing them their prophet is taking shower with dead dogs and one blood from period, and the stinky garbage, and this is their own books. And then he says, your God was killed by a group of bandits. My friend, the group of bandits, according to the hadith, your prophet been ridden. They rode your prophet a bunch of black guys. And we showed the hadith. Call me and I will make you read it. And you just said, my God was killed by a bunch of bandit. So if this is not a true, that means you are lying. And if this is a true, that means my God is not God. Correct? Okay, that's wonderful. But we cannot find anywhere it says what you are saying. But I will go with you. If Jesus is the Son of God and he is divine, then how anybody can kill him? Yeah. So you know what? Now I understand why in Islam Jesus nobody can kill him, because he is God in Islam, not in Christianity. Maybe I'm using your logic. I will use your method, that the one who can be killed by a bunch of bandits cannot be from God. Your prophet, he was killed by a Jewish woman. She got a poison from Walmart. And your prophet, he died a miserable death by poison. How Jesus died according to Islam? He never died. So look what happened now. If you die, you are not what you claim. Especially if you get killed. A horrible death. Muhammad, he died by poison, which is very cheap. She got it from Walmart. You know, I mean, you know, she's a Jew. She will not spend too much money to kill Muhammad. So she went to the shelf in Walmart. She looked for the cheapest rat poison. She gave it to Muhammad with the food. And now we ask the Muslims, and I challenge any Muslim to call me to tell me, how come Allah, he saved Jesus, which means must be the Son of God, because he saved him because he's the Son of God. Otherwise, you tell me why he saved him, and why Allah did not save Muhammad. Who want to answer this? You see, Muslim Prince, he just put his prophet in the... Oh, I have a solution for this. Maybe because Muhammad was so dirty, taking shower with dead dogs and women of blood from period and stinky garbage. So he said to himself, Allah, oh, I'm not going to bring Muhammad to my home. I mean, do you know how he stink? Isn't it, this is your prophet saying that? That he take a shower. He's ready to meet Allah now. If I'm Allah, I will never let him get in. And this is explained why the Muslim, they say that Muhammad never met Allah, never spoke to Allah, never heard Allah. So now, are you going to answer me, Mr. Muslim Prince, or not? Do you think, guys, the Muslim have an answer? Why Allah, he did not save Muhammad from dying by poison, horrible death, but he decided to save Jesus? Is that because Jesus is a son of God? Just a question. Who want to answer it? This is exactly what once an Egyptian person, he said to me. He said, you know, they hate to see an Arab Christian. They hate it. But they are at the same time, they are coward. They don't dare to say in your face. So one of them, he said, so I have a question. I have a question. I said, okay, sure. You know, don't you think that Jesus, if he is a son of God, his father will save him? I said, okay, that's a good question. So you are saying if Jesus is son of God, his father will save him, right? He said, exactly. I said, well, isn't this is what happened in Islam? That means Jesus is son of God in Islam. And the other guy, he said to him, see, I told you, don't go there. I know this guy. So the Muhammadan, they try to put Jesus down, and that is telling you that Islam and Muhammadan are antichrist. This is why when you see a priest in a church, he is the priest of the devil. He says to you that Muslims and us, we worship the same God. We don't. Period. Isn't it the Bible says the one who denied the Son and denied the Father is an antichrist? So how a priest, he says to you, the Muslim, they worship the same God. They don't accept to call God Father. Their God has a different name. And the Bible says clearly, a false prophet is the one who prophesies in the name of other God. Which God? The name of which mentioned in the Bible, which is not really a name, but certain words. So Muhammad prophesying falsely, which the Bible says, how you know false prophet? False prophecy. Number two, he prophesied in the name of a false God. And Muhammad had them both. And the Bible confirmed to us that the one who denied the Father and he denied the Son, he is Antichrist. So when you see any priest in the world, he says to you that the Muslims and the Christian believe in the same God, he is either one of two things. Either he is certified ignorant idiot, and we have many of them. You know, they wear uniform and they call themselves priests just to get money, the same as Muhammad. It's a business. But they did not read the Bible. The Bible is so clear about it. Very clear. Or they are just hypocrite liars, as many in this earth. They don't dare to say the truth. They call them these days politically correct. And I'm sure all of you, you see them around you. And then the Muslim, they say to you, where Jesus says, I'm God. When the whole Bible is saying clearly, Jesus says, I am the living God. Jesus told them, before Abraham I am. Jesus said to them, what do you say about Christ? They said, he is the son of David. Jesus said, well, if he is a son of David, then how David called him God in spirit? And yet you will find every single Abdul says to you, I challenge you, show me one verse in the Bible Jesus says, I'm God, worship me. Liars. And by the way, we don't worship Jesus because he said, I'm God. No. I can say that too. You can say that. Talk is cheap. We worship Jesus, for he did what no one can do as God, not as a man. Man is a sinner. Man is a liar. Man is a cheater. Man, he changed. God never changed. Change in which way? In which way? You are born as a child innocent. Then you change, you become evil, and you do sin, and you think bad, and you do bad, and then we struggle. Some of us repent, some of us we don't, but this is how we change. God never changed. Jesus is the only one. No grave can hold him. No sin can take him. And no guilt can make him cry. But he cries for you because he loves you. Jesus is the only one who no one can take him to death. He said, I lay down myself. Nobody can take it. He said, you can destroy this temple and I will rebuild it in 3 days. Jesus is the only one. Even Muslims, the Christians, the Jews, they are waiting for the Christ to come. He's the only one. He is the living Messiah. Muhammad now is decomposed. Literally decomposed. We have the Messiah, the living Word of God. Muslims, Christians, Jews, waiting for one person. Nobody waiting for Muhammad. Who is your prophet? He is mentally ill. Look at him. Jumping in water, have dead dogs. And then the Muslim, they claim that Islam teaching you how to be clean. Well, I saw you in the Middle East. I'm coming from there. Number one nations in the world who piss in the street is you. And why? Because the prophet, he piss in the street. Your best example, he unzip, he grab his private part in the street. This is your best man. There's a story of a man. He walked by Muhammad, and obviously he is not really saying Assalamu alaikum Muhammad. He is like saying to him, we saw you, you are just literally, dirty man. So Muhammad is, he grabbed his private part in the street, women, kids, people in the street, and he is pissing. So the man, he said to him, Assalamu alaikum Muhammad. And Muhammad did not answer because he knew that this guy is, you know, is making a statement. He's not saying Assalamu alaikum. And if a Muslim want to say to us that Muhammad was not in the street, oh, I think Muhammad, he was in the bathroom, and people, they go inside the bathroom one after one, and they shake hands in the bathroom. But as you see, even the hadith, we can show a different hadith says, he was walking and then he found a wall on the street. What he found? A wall in the street. He unzipped and he pissed on the wall. It's in the front of you. And if this is not in the street, by the way, that will be even horrible. If this is his bedroom, that will be more funny. A man walking in the street or in his bedroom and saying to him, Assalamu alaikum. And then when the Prophet, he finished, he don't use towel, he don't wash his hands, he dry his hands with the wall. And he dry his hand, he wipe his face. What? Where he wipe his face? He just hold his penis. And now what he's doing, and this is sahih, by the way. Muslim cannot say this is weak, and you know. The Prophet, he wiped his hands on the wall after he pissed. What was there? That is Muhammad. Your best prophet. I hope that they will not invite him to any museum in Europe. I hope so, because otherwise Picasso is going to become BKP. In fact, in countries, many Islamic countries, in order to fight pissing on the wall, but this work only for in countries where you don't speak Arabic. As an example, in Bangladesh, they write Arabic words to stop men urine on their walls. Can you believe it? Because the Muslim, they follow the steps of Muhammad. Bangladesh uses Arabic to stop public urination. Halal sex. Shop owner denies opening a store of Mecca. Haram in Mecca. We can open it everywhere. Things is getting interesting. Halal sex store. No. I did not open a store in Mecca. I opened a store everywhere. Not in Mecca. Hello? Haram in Mecca. Halal in Medina. Sound like San Francisco. All right, guys. As you see, we don't have customers today. Maybe some other day we can get, do better. Did we have a good time? Don't forget to subscribe and then unsubscribe, because Allah will double your reward. Let me explain. If you subscribe, this is a bad deed. But when you unsubscribe, that is a good deed, and then Allah will double your deed. So look what you do. You spend the day clicking subscribe and subscribe. You know, like you lose one, you win two. You lose one, you lose. So unbelievable. Smart God, brother. This is how we can fight bad deed, brother. Subscribe and subscribe. You lose one, you gain two. At the end of the day, imagine how much Allah will increase your deed, especially now you unsubscribe from Christian Prince. When you subscribe, you win, you lose one deed. You unsubscribe, you get two deeds. So 2 minus 1, I won 1. I wish I can do that in the stock market. All day, I buy the same stock, sell the same stock, buy the same stock, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of stalking. Amar Rabbi Amar. That is the most intelligent religion. And the God of it, it's called Rahman. And I hope you guys, you will find me some Muslims who call themselves sheikhs, like Shakespeare. You know, by the way, like when you grow up in the Middle East, I mean, you hear things is really incredible. Like Al-Qaddafi, he said that Shakespeare is an Arab. And you know, like nobody, he says to him, what are you talking about, Mr. President? Because who dare, he will cut his head, you know, that's it. His name is Shakespeare, is an Arab. His real name is Sheikh Isper. What's wrong with you? I mean, isn't it obvious? Sheikh Spear, Shakespeare, Sheikh Isper. Al-Qaddafi making a speech. He says that those European, they took even democracy from us. Look who's talking about democracy, a dictator, he'll kill everybody. They took democracy from us. This is coming from the Arabic language, democracy. What the heck? Democracy. With democracy, which means bring the chairs. What the heck? Democracy is coming from the Arab. I love being an Arab. It turned to be that democracy coming from us. Democracy. You know? Yeah, true story. True story. We discover everything. We are the one discovered that you can jump in the water, have dead dogs and women blood from period, and nothing can make the, you know, the water impure. You know? I mean, who can discover that except, you know? Yeah, true story. Anyway, Prophet knows best, and who can argue with that? You argue, you lose your head. Democracy is coming from us. And by the way, for those who make videos on YouTube that they went to Egypt and they love it, I wonder why people of Egypt, they love to leave. You know, you see those white boys, they go to Middle East. Brothers, amazing. Egypt is amazing. Yeah. Just take the bus. They will even take your wallet. Anyway, if not your pants. So don't listen to those idiots who say things which is not true. The Lord, he said, from their fruits you shall know them. And if you don't believe me, go check the fruits of Islamic countries. Zero human rights. You say a statement, your family disappear. A president, a king, he stay there forever. That's it. He take the chair, nobody can take him out. Because they have everything right there. The judge, the police, everybody is corrupt to the bone. But everybody, on Friday, they dress white and they pray to Allah. Everybody. And the satellite dish is facing the porn station. And that's why Andrew Tate, he love Allah. They match. they match. From their fruits you shall know them. Thank you very much for being here, and this is your brother Christian Prince was serving you humbly for today and every day. And I hope you guys, you can download your videos, my videos, they are for free for everybody. I don't want you just to sit here. I want you to do something, and you never know. Maybe just by posting a video somewhere, you can bring someone to Christ, and you will get the blessing. The Lord one day will ask you how you spend your time, what you did to me. You know the story in the Bible, right? About the 3 servants. The one who hid the gift that God gave him, he did nothing with it. Don't do that. God gave you a gift. Each one of us have a gift. Find it, use it for others before yourself. Save somebody. Stand for the truth. Don't be a potato. A potato have no shape. Be Christian. Either you are hot or cold, as the Lord said, so I can swallow you. Nobody enjoy so water. Yuck. Don't be so. Never be so. A true Christian is never so. A true Christian, he say it as it is. He stand for his belief. Not a coward and not a hypocrite. We are sinners, yes. We fight our sin, yes. We don't encourage our sin, yes. At the end of the day, your fruits will give definition of who you are, not your names. From their fruits you shall know them. Let us show the fruits to the Lord, and the Lord, he will enjoy our good fruits. For all of us, we are delicious fruits in his table. And he is our Lord, the Messiah, the Savior. He said, I am the life. I am the truth. I am the beginning and the end. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am God's Son. That is the Messiah. And we cannot wait to see him again. Death for the pagans is a disaster. Death for us is a joy. The Lord, he said, whoever believe in me and die, he will live. We are going to be in the presence of the Messiah, the living God. In a heaven, have no guilt, no sin, no criminals, no filth. Not the heaven of Muhammad, which is nothing but a pimp house. Holy is he, and holy is his promise, and holy he is, always. The gift is telling you what is the nature of the person, and you will notice right away that the gift of Jesus have nothing to do with the gift of the Muhammadans, or the gift of Muhammad, which is all about sex and food and gold and silver. In fact, all of those things is what take us down to hell. Jesus' gift is high, is noble, is above material. So follow the holy God, the living Messiah. Only foolish ones, they will follow a dead man. His name is Muhammad. And as we speak, he composed. And you know what composed mean. Don't follow the composed man. He's dead. And the Lord, he said, let the dead bury the dead. And you Christians are not going to be dead. They are. They are just following the dead. Thank you. God bless you, and see you soon again. Take care.